All right, so
just leave it up there.
Right,
way up there. Hey, people. Let me just talk for a minute.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It's not just the comments. I'm about to get at somebody in the room right now.
No,
I'm about to get at somebody.
Okay, is this the No Names beef?
I'm about to listen.
So, Chris, you said nothing, right?
Yes, you did. He's scared now. He whispered it. Now he's scared. He said nothing.
My bad.
Go ahead, man. Chris, go ahead, man. What can stop a man from cheating, right? I'm gonna be vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be candid. Some of y'all probably already know this story, but I was 14. I caught the eye of this 25. Don't like that.
No, I don't even think it's that. I think the one about his kid is probably the one that would hurt the most, right?
But people know his kid. Now his kid is already exposed.
No. How?
That was crazy. Waking him up every day.
Yeah.
That hurt.
No. And I think that's what he was alluding to. I think that's
What's going on, my today people? My name is Wendy, and I really appreciate you all joining me yet again for another. The Dear Future Robots podcast is an audio-visual time capsule addressed to the future, but from a human perspective. So stay tuned to see what we contribute. Dear Future Robots, let's go.
Neuralink, a neurotechnology company founded by Phony Elon Musk, be nice, is developing a brain-computer interface that could potentially restore vision to all types of people that are blind. The device, which they're thinking of calling Blind Sight, would stimulate the visual cortex to beam direct vision to the brain. Elon is actually quoted as saying this could restore vision to people who have lost their optic nerve. Dear Future Robots, was this the end of blindness? Let's start the show. What is going on, my today people? Now, I just felt like saying that today. I'm not gonna front. I know some of y'all out there are like, I ain't hear you say it in a while. No, it's in the intro and all that. But, just for my day oneers or whatever you want to call it, man, I felt like saying that. So salute to y'all. Salute, like I said, to the day oneers. My today people that were here from the very start when I was doing a dang monologue.
Salute just in the comments right now, just talking shit.
You still on that?
Still feels stuck with
It's up and it's stuck. I already said it.
Right. So here they go. So I might as well just introduce the fellas. We got NoName, as y'all know. We got Chris, and we of course got Valle G fellas
in the
man.
building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. Salute to y'all. Like NoName said, y'all are in the comments. The YouTubers, the TikTokers,
flaming us.
Yeah. Some of us. I'm getting into it. I ain't gonna front. But whatever. What NoName say last time? It's up and it's stuck. Whatever. That rant he had. You know what I mean? Believe it at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
just leave it up there.
Right.
Way up there. Hey, people. Let me just talk for a minute.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It's not just the comments. I'm about to get at somebody in the room right now.
No,
I'm about to get at somebody.
Okay, is this the No Names beef?
I'm about to listen. Unfortunately, we some people missed the last pod, so it was just a duel.
That's how you felt.
A duel, right? And it's almost like it was like almost like first person shooter-esque. It was like a spider meme. Like both these niggas, it's like which one it was gonna be. I heard motherfuckers came with notes. I was like, oh shit! Like he was just like, man, all right, these motherfuckers ain't here. All right, I'm gonna get my shit off. I'm gonna get my shit off. I said, okay, all right. I was like, that's how they are. All right, cool. I was just like.
He was hella prepared. I was impressed.
Oh shit! I said, okay. I said, oh, he wants the big two.
Hey.
I said,
it ain't the big three, the big four. It's the big two.
No, it's the big two. He don't want the big three or the big four. He's just like, man. He's like, man, bump that. He's like, okay. I was like, man, I'm coming. He's like,
hold it down.
Hey, we turned up though. We did our thing, bro. We did our thing.
Nah. It's all for the games. It's all for the games.
We did our thing, man.
But like I said, man, I ain't holding back for it. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, that just means you turning up this episode, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do what the people ask me to do.
Or they be saying, shut up, though. They be saying, yo, you don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
They be
Don't they give him that shack in the paint, man?
Real. You got some
That's
haters,
funny.
bro. I ain't gonna front.
That's funny, right? They just keep on. They just keep talking because that's what they're doing is talking.
Hey, it is
I'm
what it
here,
is.
and they're not here.
At least they
appreciate
talking.
comments.
Yeah, they
appreciate
say
comments.
be straight to. Yeah, we appreciate everything.
TikTok is fun.
You know
I've been
what?
telling
You know
y'all
what
boys,
it
get
is?
that
You
TikTok.
know what it is?
What's up?
I'm supported and sponsored by all the haters.
There you go.
Okay.
Hi. What you say? Hi, haters.
Just salute to all the haters. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't do this without y'all.
There you go. And by the way, we love y'all.
Exactly.
We love y'all.
Exactly.
We love y'all.
For real. Absolutely.
I personally am thankful for the growth we've seen on a lot of the different platforms. It's been dope. It's been a really cool experience. I know you fellas feel the same way. I'm gonna need y'all in the comments though, because I be having to type away, and I'm helping some of y'all. I'm agreeing with some of the. Yeah, you're right. He did say that, right? That was him.
Don't agree
Yeah,
with
that was him. I'm agreeing. I'm liking some of them too. I'm giving him a heart. You're right. He was tripping.
just like all the hate on me. Just like everything.
I be liking some of it.
Just exactly. Because NoName doesn't know what he's talking about. That's exactly what.
But I be defending y'all too sometimes.
Don't defend me. Don't do it.
All right, so you got to get in the comments then. The NoName DFR account.
I'm in there.
Hey, we set it on wax now, so
It's got to be a thing.
it
will be a thing.
It's up and it's stuck.
Might
Right?
already be
Yeah.
a thing. You never know.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah, he, little Burner Jones. You know, what I mean? I'm gonna leave that. I ain't gonna say that. You know what I mean?
Tell them to tap in.
No name is appropriate. Just know that.
Yeah.
What you say, Chris?
No, I said tell them to tap in your name 3 times and you'll appear.
you go.
Exactly.
Candyman.
Yeah, somebody else popped up out of the woodwork, but we're gonna get to that. So it is what it is.
Okay. All right, so everybody's good though, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Life is going
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah, life is amazing, man.
All right, good. Like I told y'all, man, 2024 is a year of a lot of change. It's a lot of good change. I'm in a great positive headspace, man. Salute to the loved ones, the family, the friends out there, the new people yet to meet. I'm thankful for it all, man. So salute. All right, so right now, as y'all know, this show, y'all are used to it, young listeners. New people, we're gonna go right into this thing I like to call my philosophy, right? I got the name from a old YouTube channel I had called Wendy's Philosophy, where I literally just chopped it up about whatever was on my mind, whether it was a kind of like mini lecture or just how I felt on the topic, books I was reading or whatever the case is. But we're gonna go right into that. And today, I think it's a very interesting one, right? Hopefully y'all enjoy it out there. It actually comes from Threads. Yeah, I've been in the comments on there. I've been doing my thing on Threads. Hey, shout out to all my new Threads friends out there. No, but there's this thing on Threads for those who use it called Threads Open Discussion.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this particular open discussion had me a little interested. I was like, I think I can use this for the show. I think it'd be an interesting conversation with the fellas.
So tweak your interest.
It piqued my interest, right?
Okay.
That's got all the temptations.
I think you said it. Tweak my. What's the right way to say that? You know when you got me with the what's that one I had that episode? No, I'm petty. I'm a little petty. Petty Tendergrass.
See, I was just gonna gloss right over that one.
Yeah. All right. So yes. So the topic for my philosophy today is actually what can stop a man from cheating. Something like a child or a grenade in his hand. My juvenile fans know where I got that from. Shout out to y'all, my 400 degrees juvenile fans. But what can stop a man from cheating?
Nothing.
Chris say nothing. So fellas, man, I'm gonna put it in the middle of the table, right? Boom, right there. What can stop a man from cheating? Let's not all go at once. Don't worry, the comments are safe. We're safe for now. No comments right now in the room. All right. Y'all want me to start? I'll do it now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead, Valle.
So, Chris, you said nothing, right?
Nothing,
Yes,
man.
you did. He's scared now. He whispered it. Now he's scared. He's scared. Nothing.
My bad.
Go ahead,
Alright,
man. Chris, go ahead, man. What can stop a man from cheating, bro?
Man, nothing can stop a man from cheating.
Why you say that?
Bro, I feel like it's like, first of all, if a man want to cheat, he's going to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Just like if a woman want to cheat, she's going to cheat.
I agree with both those statements.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more so of a thing is if I decide that, hey, you know what? I'm not going to cheat on this shorty. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? But there's nothing that a woman can do to stop me from cheating if I want to cheat.
have an affair, act like an adult for once. No, let me stop.
I mean, and sometimes that's not even what it is, bro. It's just, bro, we want to have our cake and eat it too, bro. I'm going to be honest.
We're humans, bro.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I've cheated. I've also not cheated. So it's like, was it one thing about a girl? No, it's just I chose when to do it and when not to do it. I did it because I could.
I mean, we have this thing. No, we have this thing called a sex drive, right? It's a natural thing. We have our proclivities as well. Men, I'm not gonna venture into the topic of men cheat more versus women. I'm not gonna do that right now.
Women cheat more, bro.
That could be a conversation for another day. But for the sake of men,
Okay.
for me, I think a lot of us can maybe outgrow our current relationships. A lot of us can have things from our past that lead us into that kind of lifestyle where we just need it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we just need it. Like, and I'm gonna be candid right now. I'm gonna be vulnerable, right? I'm gonna be vulnerable. I mean, I'm gonna be candid. Some of y'all probably already know the story, but when I think I was 14, going on 15 in a few months. But I looked older, had a facial hair, beard, and all that kind of stuff. I was suave. I was a cool, you know what I mean? Cool young man. Yes.
That's a swag.
I was him. I was him. No, but I was at a wedding, dressed, I was dressed to the nines, as they like to say. But I caught the eye of this 25-year-old baddie back then. Yeah, I still, hey, Susie out there. Shout out to you. Nobody's gonna know who she is. It was so long ago. It ain't like the teachers that be getting arrested for kids, doing kids. It's so long. Statute of limitations.
And this is where you point at the camera and be like, Susie,
Susie,
if you're watching, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, Susie. No, she would be like closer to her. No, she would be in her 50s right now. She was 25 when I was 14. She would be in her 50s.
Okay.
Early 50s. That was wild.
50 still young.
I don't know what she looks like now.
Young.
But so wait. So you caught this Susie's eye at you said at the age of 14?
We had CX.
Okay.
We had sexy time. Yeah. I was 14 years old.
Wait. So
What's up?
you said y'all had relations.
14, yeah. That was lit at the time.
Were you the one that like initiated the relations, or you felt like, okay, so she was?
I was used to women at that time, but
I mean, did she know you was 14?
She found out very quickly. They was, he's this and that. But I looked older.
Right.
I was always around older people. So I had like a certain je ne sais quoi, I guess.
So
I kind of blended in. Yeah. And, until you hit the situation and I don't know, what is that? What? Okay, I'll do that and that. And you just don't do it the right way.
Okay.
Yeah, but how did I get to that story? But that's my situation, and I'm not gonna front that kind of especially when I got back to high school, I turned into a savage, bro. Like it was like just everything was sex. Everything was sex. Everything was sex, and it's like she left some kind of mark on me because that made that. It was a lot of sex, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Some of y'all have had similar experiences. I was telling everybody in school, too. If she was a teacher at the school, she would have got arrested. Absolutely. I see how, bro.
I see how
these kids, bro. I see how, like,
no, it's true though. It's true.
Right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
yeah.
It is true.
these kids be like, these like 12, 13, 14-year-olds be having sex with these teachers, they having these relationships with these like 20-something-year-olds. And they always seem to tell. And the teacher always gets arrested. And the teachers always still have sex with the kids.
Yeah.
But again, I had a similar experience and I was talking. So I was that kid. So I can't blame them.
Can you imagine?
I was doing
that. Miss Kim comes like, oh, you didn't do your homework. Yeah, you want me to tell Wendy was on your back. So it's like that. So, but yeah, you're always gonna tell because that's a new thing.
It was a feather in my cap.
Yeah,
it was a feather in the proverbial cap.
Yeah.
And it was lit. I ain't gonna front. I was on Hotmail. Was it Hotmail or Yahoo? I can't remember what it was. It was probably what was one of the old emails back in the day?
It's Hotmail. Yeah.
I think it was Hotmail. It was the one that did that. But
AOL.
I was like AOL. I was on AOL like, yo, where you at? What happened? But once the age thing set in, she kind of left me alone. Yeah, one time I didn't know what to do. Like, you know what I mean? It was what they call it, cololingus or I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Bro, I was 14. What do you want from me?
Bro, you got further than a lot of 14.
So did you like skip sex?
I never did
sex
that.
education?
I didn't have it. I was 14. I didn't have it at that time. I didn't have sex education until
Dog.
like 11th grade or something like
That's
that. Junior year, I didn't have sex education.
that is wild.
I think
man.
that's normal.
Nah,
Isn't that normal?
I was 14. That's like
nah, bro.
freshman summer.
I was
or
having
10th grade.
We had sex education, although your parents had to approve you to do it. They, you know, send you home with a form. Your parents sign off on it. Then you can take whatever they're teaching.
Right.
But I had been doing that since like I want to say 3rd, 4th grade, bro.
Bro, you had a special school or something.
Not even. But you know what? I'll say this. And I don't know if this impacts it or not. But I did go from a black school, a black public school. No, actually, a black private school to a white public school. So,
Okay.
You know, that may
Probably,
have
yeah.
that may have had some impact on it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
but that's kind of wild, man.
So, hey, that is my story.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's my personal story.
Wait.
I don't exaggerate either. Y'all out there, y'all don't know me, but I don't exaggerate.
Do you feel like that experience impacted like your faithfulness to women, I guess? Due to that situation of you being like, you know,
Introduced.
introduced to sex and all that.
Early
Do you feel
on.
like that impacted any of the
Not at
relationships?
that time in my life, no.
Okay. No,
I
mean,
wasn't
like,
the type to juggle back then. I was in high school.
Right.
I wasn't the type to juggle. I would literally just break up with a
girl
and then get with the next one.
girl.
Like it was
Yeah.
like
yeah,
there was a stretch where I had a different girl. Like
you was a savage.
Per week.
Yeah, you was a savage.
I don't be exaggerating, though. I ain't gonna
no,
front. I ain't
listen,
gonna-
man.
Y'all that knew me in high school, y'all know.
say you said- I didn't say you was, bro.
some of y'all that knew me in high school, y'all know. Y'all know. But you know,
Yo, this man said every week.
right? It was a decent stretch. I'm not saying I'm proud of it.
It sounds like you are though.
I don't.
You aren't.
There's a lot of teeth. There's a lot of teeth. There's a lot of pointing at the camera like y'all know who it is.
I know who it was. Hey, I know who I was.
I wouldn't look at you and be like humble.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't do humble no more. I stopped doing humble.
Right, quite
Yeah.
modest.
I don't do humble anymore, dog.
So-
I don't do humble.
Fair enough.
I don't do humble anymore. So that's my thing. So I'm saying that could be a story that's shared by a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as what kind of pushed you into a certain level of sex drive or a certain level of attractiveness or desirability or
Don't you think that? Don't you think? My bad. I got comfortable.
I know. That's why I'm saying you can pull it closer to you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But don't you think like being introduced to that some way more or less shaped your drive though in that sense? Because like if I'm thinking about it, like we share, like you said, a lot of men share that similar experience. I got introduced to sex very early, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like that shaped my experience with sex. You know, my sex drive is. You know, like I, you know what I'm trying to say, but
Okay.
it's just simply because I was introduced to it early. You know, is that something I'm proud of? I don't think it's something to be proud of, but it does. I can identify like the pointer. You know what I mean? And I feel like if someone was raised in like a traditional setting where things happen at a time when it should happen, then I feel like you might be more or less inclined to, have some faithfulness, or you'll think about cheating a little bit deeper than the guy that's been introduced to sex early on where, fuck it, man, I'm just going to cheat. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I agree. I agree, Chris.
I definitely agree, and I think too, it's your upbringing, right? Like it's understanding
There you go.
the
That's what I was
upbringing,
gonna say.
right? So if you grow up in a 2-parent home and you see this role model that you're going to kind of tend to take on that, like, oh, this is what I'm a mirror. This I see
a
what,
loving 2-parent home with a
loving,
faithful father.
exactly.
Because my example was an uncle who was he was out here, bro, and I was like, that must be what it's like to
that's
be cool.
the life. Yeah.
Let me do that to girls. Like,
I'm gonna say this: you assume that that the husband or whoever in that marriage is faithful, but
Yes.
we don't know.
We don't know,
There's
exactly.
plenty of men out here that cheat in peace.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
So
don't get
that's
caught
what I
in
mean.
the
Like
car.
it's the
wait till we get a woman on here. We're gonna talk about why women cheat too. I don't want this to be a bash man show or a bash woman show. This is Dear Future Robots, all right?
So I think what it is that persona. It's like that vision of what it is. Like for me, cheating, like I think there was some trauma early on that kind of prevents me from cheating, right? Like so how I kind of look at it is like something. Mine was the opposite. It was like I saw what cheating did to my mom.
Okay.
And then being her shoulder to cry on while it was going
that's
on.
tough.
Yeah.
So that's what, right? Like that's what kind of like shaped. It was like, God damn it.
That's
I
tough.
don't want
Right.
to put a woman.
I don't want to put a woman. I don't want to put
that.
right
That's tough.
because as soon as you see it, I'm like, damn. I flash back to that moment.
you. I
Like
get you.
that's one of the vivid memories as a kid,
that.
right? Like you know what I'm saying. So like I was introduced to sex early too, But then when she, I was like, God damn it. Like, but it was just like, but like from my father's son, I was like, I get it. But
Yeah,
you know,
man.
from, and like, you know what I mean? So like, I think that's what it is too. It's what the upbringing is,
the
whether
upbringing,
it's whatever that picture is that you
Yeah.
have as a child, whether it be, I was introduced early, so that influenced me, or I saw like a good role model, or I didn't have a good, like, and it's definitely the upbringing too, like the vision.
100%. And,
Right.
and you said something that was really that was a really solid point when you say you saw how it affected your mom.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's so I feel like my perspective on it is like twofold, right? Because I get it from the man's point of view, like you know, we all had our uncle or
Yeah.
our dad that
Yeah.
fuck all that out there. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
We all have that influence, right? What you said about seeing your mom, bro, like I share something similar to that as well. And like, you know, when you see your mom cry, bro,
Yes.
it does something
to you.
I swear to
Yes,
God, it
does.
breaks you in a little bit
Yeah.
because it's like you get upset because you're like, I want to kill the guy. That makes my mom
Yes.
cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
not kill him, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
So it's
actually
like-
kill him. Actually kill him.
You know, so you're right, bro. And it's like sometimes it's like if you meet somebody, I guess, and my thinking behind this is that if I meet a girl that's like decent, bro,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say, and
Yeah.
I'm like, she could be the mother of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to cheat on her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
exactly.
Because I can see my mom in her. I get.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the right.
Because
way to say it, but,
they say there's like some, I know it's going to sound weird, but you tend to be attracted to traits that you are used to of your
Yeah.
parents, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
So from that, so if you are with someone, you're like, all right, I might have a kid with her. There's a lot of
Yeah.
traits that woman or man, right? Like that vice versa, you'll have share with a parent or someone that you consider that influenced your life, right?
yeah.
Right.
So from that standpoint, so that's what it is. And it's like, but like when, you know, Wendy said, it was like, yo, if I'm with someone, I'm like, nah, it's a wrap. Like I want to cheat on you. I'm like, all right, like, yo, it's done.
Yeah, and that's why
Because
I say,
I rather break your heart that way than the other way.
yeah,
Than the other
and
way.
that's why I say that there's nothing you can do to stop a man from cheating because
Yeah.
it's like it's literally if I just choose if I'm going to do it or not. You know, if I'll decide if you're a person that's worth not cheating on. You
Yeah.
know,
Damn.
I want to be faithful to you, so I'm not going to do it. It doesn't matter how
100%
fine
agree.
she is.
Yeah.
I won't do it. And then sometimes there's also certain situations where, you know, like you don't want to do it, but if she coming on to you in a certain type of way, it might happen. But
So,
you know what I'm trying
opportunity.
to say? Yeah.
You know what I don't
Opportunity.
Opportunity.
You know what I don't get though? Like all the men that give us other men a bad name. Like you gonna go
Derek
cheat.
Jackson?
Possible. right? You gonna go
He panders, but
I don't like panders, bro.
I mean,
So it's like
Hey, hold on.
he's a
Before,
grifter.
Yeah.
before you go there, I got to say this because I don't want to veer off too much from your previous point that you and Chris kind of just opened up so perfectly. All I wanted to say is that nature and nurture, right?
Yeah.
It's not nature versus nurture like they try to teach us in grade school or whatever, high school. Nature and nurture.
Yeah.
We are literally the sum of our experiences. So
Yeah.
how you mentioned seeing your mother,
yeah.
right? That's heartbreaking. How I mentioned being exposed to sex early, and honestly, we didn't even go into like sexual assault, stuff like that that happens to kids. Because I had
Exactly.
experiences with that way early, but that's
Yeah.
a story for another day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's honesty,
Yeah.
and this is Dear Future Robots, so that's what we do here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And Chris mentioning having early experiences with sex as well. Those are a lot of the truths that go into these experiences that make us so complex and lead to these experiences where nobody's really deep diving into, oh, why did he do this? And the person most likely, or on average, I should say, isn't going to be the person that's open-minded enough to be honest. Like, you know what? This happened to me when I was this and that. And this was the reason why I slipped up, or the reason why I felt compelled, or I couldn't help myself. I never had a good role model. You know what I mean? Because we don't like to make excuses sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, so
I mean,
it's just
especially as a
idea.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
It's especially
like me, yeah.
as a man.
Try to
But-
make no excuses.
But at the end of the day, we're human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I didn't want to make this sound like a man bashing segment or a woman bashing segment. We are human beings. Granted, we're different, but
And
everybody
everybody
human
cheats.
beings. Everybody cheats. Everybody cheats. Okay, so that's just my little caveat there. I'm sorry, no name. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. It was just I was just saying like we need to just get on the people that give like men the cheating men a bad name.
Bad name.
Yeah, because y'all could cheat and then go pick up the ugliest bumble girl. Right? Like for real. Like you go like I understand ugly girls need love too.
What he say?
But come on, like Bridget, like you're
Bridget.
like you couldn't.
Prove, bro.
No, I know, but
hilarious.
they have
That's
like,
hilarious.
come on, like you be wondering, you be walking by like, really?
Yeah.
Like you just got caught for that? That one? That
Like,
one?
you should never punch down though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Never
like,
punch down.
Shouldn't.
You should
Yeah.
always punch up.
Yeah, it's like
People
it's
do
like,
it every day.
oh, it's like,
You should
come
never
on.
punch down, bro.
I
You
guess
should never
I
punch
got,
down.
I got a question.
What up, bro?
Do you feel like there is a solution to the whole cheating problem, right? Do you feel like couples could come together and have an agreement and being like, okay, I know that eventually if we're together for 20 years, you might get bored.
So
of me.
sick.
You know, you might get tired of the same sex. I think that's
Neo.
You know,
Yeah.
so I feel like if you know, and not everybody got to be open with the idea or be public with the idea, but I feel like couples could have a real conversation about what will we do when we get tired of each other, because I feel like you're gonna get tired of each other.
Bro, there's a
Oh,
guy
so
named
Will
Neo.
Smith.
Y'all didn't see Neo?
Yeah, Will Smith.
But Neo is more recent.
Jada.
Neo has a little more
did-
respect.
Neo,
Yeah, Jada. You should say Jada. Not Will Smith.
Jada.
Neo has a polygamous type
polygamous type
situation. He's walking around with two women.
You know,
Yeah.
like,
You can come up with that agreement. I think as adults, if you can do that,
and-
that's great.
And some people look at it as taboo, and it still kind of
It's
is
definitely taboo.
for real. But I
Why?
feel like if you're honest, I feel like if you're just being honest to your true nature and to your true self, you'll be real and be like, okay, I can do women, bro. And this is the thing: a lot of women, I feel like they like to create this facade, like I'm this good girl. So you know, I don't want to do that. Like, no, that's dirty.
Oh, women put a different type of pressure on
Pressure,
each other,
bro.
bro. It's like a lioness. Women,
Bro.
the pressure they put on each other is excised, bro.
Oh my God,
And we're gonna
bro.
get to your wife,
And
Valle.
I'm curious about
bro,
that.
They
Why
want
is taboo?
the same feelings that conflict men about cheating is the same feelings that conflict women. But I feel like men, because we're men, it's like, it's okay. It's normal if a guy cheat, but if a woman cheats, like, oh my God, it's not later. Like, you know,
Different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
Man,
like,
I don't know what you're
different
talking about. This
reasons,
2024,
different
bro.
Like, just be honest. You want a new, you know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. And
Yeah.
you can. That's okay. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not a crime.
I don't think we cheat with the same level of intent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just not. I don't
With
think
the
it's
same
it's-
level
it's-
of intent. What do you mean by that, bro?
So like,
the same level of intent. It was
right? So for
if somebody wants to cheat, they want to cheat. That's the
absolutely right. But what I'm saying is, okay, so maybe what I'm speaking more so is like an affair versus just cheating. The two aren't always the same. I feel like an
That's so
affair
tough to say. Yeah.
is maybe like more extracurricular activity, more than just y'all fucking around.
One-time thing.
You know, or a one-time transaction.
So are you trying to
I think
parse
that-
it out and say men maybe
I
are
feel-
less emotional with it?
Yes.
pretty much.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah, I figured that's
Yeah,
what
because
yeah, that's what
that's
I'm
the thing.
headed.
Like
More
they have a saying like why a lot of men like can't women have this stigma of like, men, as soon as they cheat, like the man is like, yo, I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. And then when it's a double standard, because when the men do it, it's like,
It
hey,
is.
right?
It is.
Because here's the problem: when a woman's cheating
Jesus Christ.
and it slips out, she helps him put it back in.
Oh, lit. That'd be lit. though. That'd be lit. though.
Like so this is like right
wants
like
it,
and,
bro.
and it's like that's exactly what it is. So
mental, it
and that
does
mental, like, so
something
let me
to
get
you,
this straight.
bro. Yeah.
I've been in a lot where I came out and then she helped me right back in, and I'm like, so I know
does
you
something. It
I
does
know you helped him back
You
in.
helped him back in.
I know you helped him back in.
You saw
So
Kevin
that
Hart-
is
Kevin Hart spoke about that because you was saying that a lot of guys talk about the fact that they want to have a threesome, and I know we just mentioned about the polygamy and stuff. He's like, a lot of guys ask for a threesome, but he's like, you're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Clearly. He's
Yes.
like, you got. He's like, take a minute and just think about it. He's like, think about what you're asking. You know what I'm saying? He's like, imagine your wife. You know, imagine a man have your wife bent over. She got a back tattoo and everything, sweating and dripping on her back. He's like, yo, that's aggressive.
Hold on,
That's aggressive.
Hold on. He was talking about a man who wanted another man with his wife.
Like you want a threesome, right? So it's like, you know, it's not only like getting another girl in. What if your wife want a guy in? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like, yo,
That
to
ain't
watch
the
another man
exchange.
fucking your wife is not an easy thing to
I remember.
do.
I
remember seeing it. I remember watching that.
Yeah, because he said it on the. Was it called the Pivot then?
Yeah,
I think it's
pivot.
Yeah, it's Pivot. It's Pivot. I didn't know if it was still.
I Am
No, that's still that.
I am athlete.
Athlete,
Yeah, I didn't know. But yeah, he was talking about it on the Pivot, and he said He said, I forget what the names he used, but like he was just like
Said it messed his homeboy
so,
up too.
he
it messed
said
him up.
he was just like, yo, he was like, Charlie was all cool with it. Right. And then he said,
That's a pseudonym for him, right?
Yeah, then he was just like Charlie was like, he came in and then he said, Harry, man, put the blessing on his wife.
I remember that.
And then, right, and then he was just
And
like
he couldn't
messed
touch-
up Charlie.
He couldn't touch Charlie's wife.
Yeah,
he couldn't do it.
Yeah, he said he couldn't do it
because like, you come in, it's like, oh, you two couples.
because
come
what
in,
it
it's
was two couples. There was
Bro.
two couples. There
Yeah.
were swingers.
Swinging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
swingers.
And
Yeah.
he said,
After
you know,
you saw the way
homeboy
how
came
he
in
dealt
and
with
was
his
doing
wife,
the way he was doing his wife,
he
and he was over there with the other man's wife, and he was just like,
just watching them.
just
bro.
watching, was like,
Whoa.
oh
That's
like
tough.
like it was
That-
like
that
Wasn't that in a movie? I feel like I saw that in a movie somewhere.
something probably
That's wild.
Probably.
And
Could be a Tyler Perry
And I
film.
feel like that's
That's
the
Tyler
fear
Perry
of a
film.
lot of guys too when it comes onto the topic of having being a swinger or having an open relationship. What if I open the door to something that I just can't handle, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
trying to say? Like,
It results in you
You know,
dissolving that marriage. That's how I know somebody that experienced that, and that's how it went, and they are no longer together.
Bro.
And that's just what it is.
Bro, and I've heard. So I saw. It's funny enough that we're talking about this, bro, because I saw a clip in the week on YouTube with Johnny Sins, right? He's a porn star, right? And he's,
Whoa.
yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, I'm glad you elaborated on that.
Clarify, you know what I'm saying?
I was about to ask, who is that?
You know, it's on YouTube, all right? So,
Right.
My dog just said he follow porn stars. He just said he follow porn
Let me
stars on the West
clarify.
Coast.
I don't.
Let me
It was
clarify.
just
Which
on
tools you use that
YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about it, bro. I'm looking
Chris
guilty.
gonna
as
bring you
hell.
his favorite categories. His top 10 video.
That's
But look, man,
hilarious.
he was talking about it on YouTube,
Cowgirl.
and he's like, his wife. He brought up the fact that his wife, because when he,
So wait, he's married?
so this is the thing, bro. I thought this was so fucking crazy because he's married, right? So his wife, she knows he's a porn star, right?
Okay.
And when he goes for work, she's like, oh, he's just going for work. You know, he comes back home, he fucks a bunch of girls, he comes back home, and she's fine with it. She's cool. And then so sometimes they open up the relationship where like other girls come in, where he's fucking his wife and two other girls. You know what I'm trying to say? And they're all having fun and it's all enjoyable for everybody. And the girls are like, the girl said to his wife, yo, you're pretty good. You should get somebody to fuck you too. You know, it's only fair. You know, your husband can't just be fucking all these girls. You should.
Whoa.
Someone should be fucking you too.
No way.
So she goes to her husband and say, hey, I want to get fucked too.
Mind her
You know?
damn
So
business.
at first he was like, I'm not cool with it, but I see the logic. You know what I'm saying? If I'm fucking all these girls and you want to get fucked,
He's
I
soft as
guess.
hell.
How am I gonna be
You know?
like, hey,
you
yeah,
can do it, and
yeah,
I'm doing it. So he's
yeah.
like, all right,
Adam 11.
bro. He's Adam 11, bro. So
Adam
he's
11.
like, yeah, go ahead.
Wait,
Go
Adam
ahead.
22.
He's Adam 11.
Oh, he lost half his numbers? This happened before Adam 22,
Yeah,
right?
it did
Adam
happen.
11.
So, bro, he was like, yeah, go ahead, get fucked, bro.
Damn.
Bro,
No
they got
way.
divorced.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They got divorced because he couldn't handle it. Bro.
No,
Changes everything.
It changes everything, bro.
it
And you
changes-
really
very
think
different
about
for a
it.
woman, man.
It's different,
And-
bro. It's
so- and
different.
the thing-
I see
and the
your
thing-
wife.
and the thing-
Yes, bro. And when you see a girl
receives.
curling up,
She takes.
sweating and shaking and shit.
It's like if you go out and you get a hot dog and you drop the bun, you're gonna
Yo.
take it back up and use your right. Like
It's hard, bro. As a
It's
man,
hard.
it's
Like, it's
hard.
that- so
bro.
that's
it's
the
hard to
thing.
process it because it's like even if you try to look past it, bro,
yeah.
you
ain't
remember
happening.
the small.
You small. It's the small
It's the
stuff too.
small
Like,
things. It's
and
the
that's what
sounds
and
that you made when you were with him. It's the way you grip the shit.
Yeah,
It's
like,
the way-
and I
it's the
think- and I
small
think-
That's some
things, bro.
cuckery though to me.
So-
Like you're gonna be watching that. That's some
Yeah,
cuckery,
I don't know,
bro.
bro. That's-
So, but a bond. It's like we're not like I'm gonna be clear with it. Like like cheating. Like I rather just end the relationship and then go to do that. But
That's fair.
It's one of those things. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I don't cheat. Right? Like it's one of those things. It's like it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street.
Right? Like I'm not gonna fault a woman for not getting to say, all right, hey, you cheated. All right, I'm good.
good, yeah.
Right? Like so. Just clear out there for everybody that
Sure,
it's both ways. Like it
Disclaimer.
yeah, just a disclaimer. Right. I'm trying to be a little bit more PC.
No PC here, dog.
Fair enough.
No PC here, bro. We don't do the PC here. Nah.
All right.
And you know what? I'm a un-PC that up a little bit. I'm gonna leave it there, just quick. I'm gonna just throw it up there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just throw it up there right
See if
quick.
it gets stuck.
You know what I mean? Is it cheating if you're in a different country? Okay, you can go back to what you were saying.
You know what?
Go ahead, bro.
You know what? Someone said
finish
that.
that thought.
Someone said that to me, right? So someone said it was like, is it cheating?
I just wanted to un-PC it
if
right
it
quick.
was if it's cheating if you're in a different time zone. If it hasn't, and technically if your wife is in one time zone or your lady's in one time zone and you're ahead of time, it's actually happened in the future. So
I technically never, you know what I mean?
so if I make it back to the present before it, then it didn't
There's a time
happen.
differential.
There's a time differential, right? Like
I
so, like
technically was in a different universe, like
right, like so exactly.
Timeline. The
Like,
timeline was
the
different.
multiverse. I was in the multiverse, right? I was in the
Exactly.
multiverse. It was an
That's the
alternate
highest
universe.
So technically, that was not me.
It technically
Bro,
wasn't
right.
me.
I had a guess.
It was the man. It was the man. The future me.
Yeah.
But you're here with the present me.
Yes.
And I didn't do
Present
nothing.
me
Nothing.
is
I
a
did
different
nothing.
man.
Yes.
So the future me didn't even happen.
If you
Yes.
can't smell it on me, did it happen?
Yes. You know what? I didn't nut. So it didn't happen.
Didn't happen. We can't even talk about it because
Yes.
the future
I didn't
is not
finish.
even here.
I didn't finish.
Yeah,
I did not finish.
You don't want to tip off future me, right?
Exactly,
Like, so
right,
You
right.
don't want to mess that up.
So that is a potential. That
Right.
doesn't mean it's going to actually happen.
Exactly. You
Right.
guys all saw Back to the Future. You can't
Exactly.
mess with the space time
Yeah,
continuum.
fall down, yeah.
Marty McFly.
Right, you can't mess with it.
No
Marty,
name, McFly.
remember, you can't mess with the space continuum. Right, you can't alter the future. So it didn't happen.
That's hilarious.
Oh my.
Right, we good.
to just wrap it up. I'll say this.
Yes, wrap it up. Double entendre.
Cheating,
Don't even ask me how.
Since everyone else disclosed, and I feel like
not everybody else, me.
I might as well. Hey, I was a late bloomer, so I didn't get to have sex early. I had sex later on.
You lost your virginity late?
Yeah, I would say later than most.
Like 18, 19?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, wow, right? But hey, man,
I was out here, bro. I was out here, bro.
I hit puberty late. Like,
Oh, you hit puberty late?
yeah,
Like, were you
I
like
hit
really
growth
short or
spurt. No, I
something?
wasn't like super short, but I didn't like get swole till later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got
He
more
said
swag.
swole, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, flex. You said swole. The camera's on you now.
Swole at one
He's scared to flex. He's scared to flex. Nah. You said swole. You said swole.
I didn't
Show
get
them guns,
at
buddy.
that time.
Show them guns. Like, he's like, I'm swole.
I didn't get in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was a late bloomer. So
That's hilarious.
I'll say this: like, what can stop a man from cheating? If you love, like, if you really love your partner.
I don't think that's enough.
You don't think that's enough?
Nah, I think love is like this fake emotion people made up, man. I think it's a lot of oxytocin. I think it's set for procreation.
Bro,
I
you
think
don't
procreation
you
pushes
really
that.
You really don't think if you're in love with a woman,
It's
that
a
can stop
name
you
we
from
put on a
cheating?
chemical reaction that we have.
Okay, the chemical
It's
reaction.
a name,
Don't you
and it
feel-
doesn't last.
Okay,
like,
so
like all chemical
all right,
reactions.
that's fine.
It's just natural.
Ain't nothing wrong with you disagreeing on it.
I'm
just
telling you,
saying,
I ain't being
that's-
PC. This
that's
show
what-
ain't for PC,
I'm
bro.
just telling you. I think that's one of the things that could stop a man. Love. I think discipline.
Real love.
If you are
That's in line with what we said earlier, like upbringing.
Yeah, this-
I think
well,
I think
you don't
that's
need
the
to-
love.
I think
I
that's
think
the
the
key.
love I don't think love by itself. I kind of
Bingo, that's what I'm saying.
with Wendy
Ain't
where
love by itself, yeah.
love by itself. I don't think it can stand
That ain't
against
real.
urge and like.
That's
Because
that's
love
the
is
And I
a real
think
thing.
it's
It's a
I think
chemical
love
reaction.
in conjunction with
discipline.
with discipline. Yes,
Discipline
I think it
comes
has to be. It has to be a happy marriage.
You're not
Between the-
not-
All right,
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So no, I'm not saying you were, but there's plenty of married men that go to the strip club and they manage not to fuck the strippers, right?
But wait a minute.
Is going to a strip club cheating?
Yeah.
though?
No, I mean,
was gonna say,
to
isn't
some
going to-
women it might be.
Isn't
All
that
right.
cheating?
No, I don't think it's cheating.
You don't think so?
If you're a married man, you subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans, you ain't out here fucking them. You know what I mean? I don't think
That's kind of wild though.
that is kind of wild, but there are
Like,
people
that's
that
like,
do it.
would you let
That
your
is-
wife or your girlfriend subscribe to
Bro.
some porn star? I don't know. What's the
No,
porn star you
it's
It's a
subscribe to?
double standard.
Yeah, bro.
Strip clubs are a double standard.
What was the porn?
Bro, what's this guy's name?
I don't know. Somebody, I don't know.
It's a double standard. It's a double
I
standard.
digress.
'Cause
I was gonna say
it's
isn't
a
it
double standard
'Cause I'm like,
because-
you said it's not
because
cheating, but I'm
there
like,
is-
if your wife went to I don't know a gigolo club and
Yeah, that's
kinda
you're
wild. The
this
teddy bear
wiggling-
thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, bro?
yeah.
You're gonna feel some type of way.
Because let me tell you something. There's been many of pussy been popped in this
Nah,
face,
honestly.
and if a man came and popped and did the same thing to someone I'm with,
Yeah, that's
it
true,
would have been
Pissed,
crazy, right?
We're built
it is a
different.
definitely, it's a definitely a double standard.
I'll say this: out of sight, out of mind. So
For a piece of life? For a piece of life?
yeah, for peace of mind. Like I should never know anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in theory, my wife went off to a strip club. All right, cool. Go have fun with your girls as long as you ain't fucking the stripper. Even if you're the stripper, as long as it never makes it back here, and I never know, I'm gonna have peace of mind.
No, but you know what you just said a while ago? You said out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not a problem. It is a problem, but you just don't want to acknowledge the problem, so you don't have to deal with the problem. But it still is a problem.
Peace of mind. But that's if it's happening.
The ignorance is the bliss, and the knowing is the suffering. You know, kind of, right? So it's like,
You good for like one like philosophical quote every episode. Every episode he got at least
You gotta
he got
cut
like
that.
one
You
little
gotta
proverb.
You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that.
It's in the
Nietzsche
back
once
pocket.
said.
Cut that.
Nietzsche
You gotta clip
once.
that. You gotta clip that.
I'll say this. You tend to see this with like couples that have been together for a while and couples that are married. They manage to figure this out. They have deals
gotta
where
open that
they will let their husband go off
Yeah, you got to open that door.
and cheat.
I think that's
usually
hella rare, bro.
I don't think it's as rare as you think.
I don't think it's rare.
I know a lot of old people. That's
I think a lot of
hella
people
rare.
Do you know a lot of old people with money?
Bro. I don't think it's
Because
rare.
what statistics show
think it's
rare.
is if
I
you
do.
make either what is it, like
X amount of
150,
money.
200,000,
Yeah.
if you as a
That ain't
combined
even a lot of
if
money,
you
dog.
if you as a combined income
Just
make around
inflation.
that amount,
Yeah.
those couples tend to have more of a
Options,
reason
yeah.
to stay together, and they figure out how to work it out. Hey, we make too much money. I ain't trying to split this down the middle. We're gonna come to an agreement.
Yeah.
We're gonna come to
What
a
do you
deal.
want to do?
What you want to do?
I think.
How are we going to do it?
I
What is
think
it
that's
looking
fantasy,
like?
bro.
No,
No,
I don't think that's as common as y'all make it.
No.
Bro,
I
wait,
think
hey,
it
let me
is.
ask you something. Let me ask
You know why?
Let me ask
Okay,
you
go
something.
ahead.
Hold on,
I was going to ask you something, Wendy. I was going to ask you something.
What's up,
Like what
Valley?
No, don't say the real name.
wait. Yo, the struggle is real, bro. It was
What
on
up,
my face.
bro? What up?
But I was gonna ask you, like, what you were saying, man. Don't you feel like, all right, cool. If I'm with this girl, you know what I'm trying to say? We've been together for a minute. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm getting tired of the same sex. And she said, I'm getting tired too. But we don't hate each other. We don't want to lose what we've built over the past 15 years. We got all this shit going, but we just want to try different things. Wouldn't you come to like some type of, okay, what kind of agreement can we come to where you can do what you want to do and I can do what I want to do, and we just come back to each other the way we are? You wouldn't consider that at all? You wouldn't think about that at all, man? Like,
Would I not?
Yeah.
Like, if we're mature enough as a couple in a relationship, if I couldn't, I'm not gonna
you
front.
couldn't?
The risk you run with that is if they go off and
I
they
couldn't.
get with somebody else, and that's why I said I've seen
territorial.
it happen
I couldn't.
like 2 or 3 times where their party came to that agreement, and one of the people in that marriage
Went too far.
went in too far with somebody else, and I guess the sex and all that was too great, and it was like, you know what, I can't leave this person alone,
Right.
And it results in what it is.
Yeah.
So I
But that's not every time. That's not like, that's just that can happen. That's the risk you run.
What were you gonna say? No name, man. Go ahead, bro.
No, I
Be getting buried sometimes.
My bad.
No. I think it's. I don't think it's. I think it's more prevalent than you think, but it's not the majority, right? Like I don't think. I think the percentage, whatever you think the percentage is, I would double it.
You know what? You
I
might
would-
be right.
I would double it because there's a lot of agreements where, hey, we're married in name. And this is what it is because there's
The Clintons.
because once you get to a certain no, because Valle has a point when you get to
Smiths.
a certain point, when you get to a certain point, and she talked about it and she talked about it, she was just
I
like,
see. Respect. I got you.
right, like you get to a certain point of money, like she is going to leave a lot of money on the table, right? Because she knows I can't do this on my own. I have I'm afforded a lot of stuff because of Will that I couldn't do on my own, right?
100%.
It's the situation that Jeannie Mai is going through right now, right?
Yeah.
Chick crazy.
Right. So all the stuff she looked at it was like, oh, this crib's gone. Because we talked about it, right? Like this crib's gone. I gotta pay. Well, how much is the mortgage?
Yeah, it's a different life, man.
Right. The
She
car.
about to lose the baby crib.
And women,
too.
women.
Yeah,
don't
she's
go
about to.
back.
Yeah, right. Like
Women don't
Cost
go
of
back,
living.
man.
yeah,
lose the
the
baby
cost
crib
of
too.
yeah. So she's that's why she's doing all the crazy stuff now.
Yeah.
How you gonna go? Yo, let me tell you something. You go bring my baby and put her next to a gun, and then you taking picture to frame me. Come on, man.
That's wild.
So she's gonna go to extreme measures. 'Cause
Wild.
my mom told me this one thing. She's like, when you introduce a woman to a certain lifestyle,
Yeah.
bro.
There's no
ain't
coming.
trying to come-
They
they ain't
ain't coming
trying to
down.
come
So
down.
that's why I think. That's why I think whatever you think the number is, it's a lot higher because I see.
You guys got a point. Yeah.
Because especially in the corporate, like the
Word,
corporate
word,
world.
word. Oh, we got a point? Hey, I got a calculator.
It don't happen often.
But
don't
no,
happen often.
because in the corporate world, you see a lot of concessions of stuff that they do, and you're like, okay, because it's business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's
Right,
business. Like,
right,
yo,
right.
this is this. You know, like, and it's a contract. Like,
And this business still got to get done.
yeah, and like I said, we were trying to put a bow on this, but just this one last thing. You saw how much money that Jeff Bezos' wife got.
I love her.
Yeah.
200 billion or something like that.
I love her.
As
Gave it all
hold
away.
on. As
most of it, or
soon
Mackenzie
as she
Scott Bezos.
divorced, as soon as
Dear Future
she
Robots. What's up?
got divorced, she she went to number 2
In like
richest
the world.
person in the world.
Wait, like richest woman though.
Richest woman.
Like
Woman.
Yeah.
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 And she's been
Instantly.
giving a lot, as much as
A
she
lot of it
can.
away.
Yeah.
And
She
Dear
giving a
Future
lot.
Robots is
God
here.
bless her.
And,
Yeah.
hey,
God
she been giving
bless
she
her.
been giving some to black people too. So she
Yeah.
she
is
she's
dope.
yeah, she's a
She
fan
is
of
dope.
God bless her.
Yeah.
HBCUs. I've been peeping.
She's
Yeah,
dope.
She's not stingy
like it was
with
like
the
it was
money
funny
at
because
all.
it was like just a random I think
What's up?
Florida she just was like she just called him up and said like hey I'm about to what's the wire information I'm about to send you this
some-
and then they're like what I forget what school it was in Florida.
Was it HBCU?
No, it wasn't an HBCU. She has done it for an HBCU, but this one, what school is it?
The bigger school, private school?
No, it's a small school in South Florida. The Owls. They went to the
FAU.
FAU.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
I went there. Yeah, I went to FAU.
I was like,
FAU. Yeah.
Shout out
So
to
she just
FAU.
called him up one day. Was like, "Yo, how much?" And then
They
she
said-
sent it.
Wow.
She was like she's just like, "Yo,
I love
she,
her.
Like no
questions asked,
no
here you
question.
go.
Like
Hey.
they didn't even expect it. They were like,
Bro.
they thought it was like a prank.
Right.
200
No,
They thought it was like a prank.
I think
It's
it
really
was
me.
200 billion she got when she got divorced from Jeff, right? If it was 200,
It was-
I
it
It was an obnoxious
in the-
amount.
it was
It was
obnoxious.
an
Obnoxious,
obnoxious
he said.
amount. It was generational wealth.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, it was definitely
From
crazy.
it already
give away a
had
couple
it.
mils ain't nothing.
Yeah, it was
200 mil.
definitely crazy.
That's like a bat in the eye, bro. That's nothing,
Yeah.
bro. That's nothing.
That's a mega yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200 bill? That's
Billy.
Like, if memory serves
I
me
don't think
right,
it was that much though.
Mackenzie said,
Hey, even if it was 100 bill.
No, I don't think it was 200 billion. Because Jeff
Jeff
don't got that much.
You know, it's shit.
Yeah.
oh, it was 36 billion.
That makes way more sense. I was like, Jeff don't got that much.
That's still
to split.
That's
to-
still a lot of money.
It's still a lot of money.
Yo,
That's
Of
still a
course
lot
it
of
is.
money.
that's crazy.
Of course it is. Salute
Bro,
to her.
I
I
don't
love
even
her.
need that much.
I love you.
I don't even need that much. I don't need that
Well,
much.
hey, I take that back. What I said. I'm like, you What I right. said about like soulmates and stuff. No, I'm joking. I kid.
Just a side note, like
What's up?
that was only 4% of Amazon, dog.
Dropping the bucket.
Oh,
4%.
which is freaking crazy.
4% of Amazon. That's how crazy Amazon is.
That's wild.
Damn.
That's money that does. it
That's
doesn't even make sense,
4%.
bro.
Like her network has went up since the divorce.
Who cheats on her? Who cheat? Like to imagine the seriously though. Imagine the compulsion to know you about to lose half and not even care. So when we talking about cheating and why men cheat, why did he?
He's
that's a good point,
to
bro.
cut
Oh my
half
God, that's
of that
crazy.
much.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
that
that's
hurt him, bro.
crazy,
I don't think so.
You don't think that hurt him?
Based on what he just said,
No,
nah,
no, bro.
sorry.
They
It's
compete
money,
for
bro.
who's the richest
It's
person,
money,
bro.
bro.
That hurt him.
Look, I see
I
what
think
y'all
it was
saying.
a
as far-
calculated risk.
Yeah, I think
To cheat.
No.
the-
I think
the
the
divorce.
The
Like, he
divorce.
knew,
I think it was a
hey,
calculated
I give
risk
you half
because
of this, and I'm gonna get it back in the next 3 to 5. And
Right.
I think it was a
ain't have to
calculated.
worry
I
about
think,
it.
I think they said to him.
more.
I think they said to him. I think they said to him was like, just do it. Just let it have it because
We gonna get
based
it all
off of-
back.
We're gonna get it back. Like
These numbers and the projections, you're gonna get it back. in
You're
about
gonna get it
7
back, and
Let it
it's
go.
a hit, and you're
Write-off.
gonna be
Taxable.
yes.
Damn.
You're actually
Right there.
saving money.
I
Yeah.
wonder.
Let it
I
go.
wonder what it was though. Was it infidelity that caused it? I'm assuming it was infidelity.
She
I'm
talked.
assuming. I don't remember.
Go ahead,
She
no,
made
no,
she
no,
made
yeah,
a
go
couple.
ahead.
She made a couple
You get
mentions.
stepped
It was
on,
just like him. She said it wasn't the person she married.
Anymore? Change? Is that what he was? He changed.
Yeah, so if you ever Google what he looked like when he like
I
like
saw
there was
what
like
he
a
looked like, yeah.
like he was super hair
Little-
crazy.
little-
He got a little
Like, he
Luthor
was
looking
fat,
out.
like,
You know what I
he
mean?
was
He was
super-
trying
yeah,
to hang
the
out
Honda
with
Civic.
DiCaprio and
like
shit.
he was out of shape, glasses, but everything like that. And then she said she just started to see the shift, and then it just went to his head.
Him.
Well, sweetheart,
And it
he's
was
a
like
billionaire.
he became him. Yeah, like and then it was like
Became
then
He's
you
still
know,
not him. He's just rich.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
not do that to these
I'll
guys.
say-
Well,
I'll say
These guys
meaning
ain't
like
cool.
meaning like no him as in not himmy. not him. Not him. Of like he became like it was
The
like
stereotypical him.
exactly
You
like
know,
it, like
what him should be. Or
yeah
could
like
be or
like
whatever.
he went
became
from
that
Jeffrey to Jeff.
to Jeff.
Right, like
You
that's
know?
what it was.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
how it was.
Transformed. And
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
It's like
when you-
Zuckerberg now.
Yeah. But Bill didn't. And this is my Bill didn't do that though. Bill was a nerd, and Bill
Still a nerd.
It's still yeah. He stayed.
So he
his
didn't
wife just
change.
left because
She just
she was
left.
just bored.
Women, is it what 70% or 80% of women initiate divorces, right?
Yeah.
Is something
Yeah,
like that?
like
because he was.
Damn, I'm a
for
rarity.
her,
It's pretty high.
because it was. Yo, she got bored, and I think because she left because he was just too much of a nerd. Like it was work. It was work. That why she.
She knew she married.
And this is why I say what I say when it comes on.
You know you.
Like
Bro,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
This is exactly why I say what I say when it comes on the cheating, bro. I'm like, even though men are known to cheat, I feel like women want to cheat so bad, bro, because I feel like they get bored quicker.
I think women cheat too. I just think they're better at it.
Exactly, they get bored quicker. than
Hey,
men.
these girls, listen,
You know?
trust me. These girls take trips too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, y'all quiet now.
No. Let me-
Y'all quiet as hell. Be quiet.
They don't be quiet.
We don't know.
We were that's
They take trips
that's,
too.
That was that's the
I
we,
encourage
listen,
man. Y'all take y'all trips out there.
we letting it quiet because we wanted it to sit and marinate. Like the silence needs to bake in.
I'm just saying,
right?
okay.
Because it goes without saying. They be out there.
All right, man. All right. So,
They ain't all going to Costa Rica.
I think we
for the coast
touched
and the water. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so memories. Y'all was talking about reggae earlier. All right, man. Let me stop. All right, so we damn near about 50 minutes on that, man. I ain't expect it to go like that, but we were having fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm sweating over here. You know what I mean? We're having fun. But I think we've reached somewhat of a consensus, maybe. Maybe I think we had a bit of agreement there. We were vulnerable, open, candid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was fun. That was one of my more fun philosophies in a while, man. Salute to y'all boys, man. Salute. That was
He
fun.
told me I don't look swole, so it's cool.
I didn't technically say that, but you were the one scared. Hey, the camera's back on you. You can flex right now.
Hey,
It's coming. There you go. You good?
it's coming
You good?
back.
I don't got dark shades today, so I can't.
Look at the Rambos.
All right, bruh. All right, Mr. Swole guy.
He's making us all look bad.
Mr. Swole guy. Go ahead, buddy. All right, so
I just lost 100 pounds.
I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live.
I'm trying to live.
All right, man. So I think that is it for my philosophy. If there's nothing else, I can't wait to get a woman just to pull up right quick so we can touch on, women
Topics.
cheating, and
Female
women
perspective.
topics, female
Get the tea. I think that's what they say now, right? The tea.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
tea.
because I can't be the expert on women right now because y'all be scared to talk on women. I ain't gonna front. Y'all be a little scared. Chris be helping me sometimes.
I'll say.
Chris be helping me sometimes.
Nah,
Y'all be
you know what it
scared,
is?
especially this guy.
Nah, I don't think
stirred.
I don't think it's scary. I just think my viewpoint's probably a little bit different.
That's fair and that's respectable.
And
Because
I
somebody
think,
out there is
and I think
gonna
that's
agree
where-
with you.
And then I think that's what it is. Like it's that aspect of
That's
it's
fair.
like, right? So
That's fair.
it is what it is.
All right, so that's it for my philosophy. That was hella fun. Yeah, we're gonna go right to Scrap Metal Media, man. That's it. Scrap Metal Media. Welcome to Scrap Metal Media, where all news is two-faced. Take it or leave it. All right, fellas, I love saying that. I really do. All right, so fellas, I think this can be quick. You know what I mean? Like we spent so much time on that my philosophy. I didn't know it was gonna be that type of hit.
Yeah.
I loved it. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all fellas did as well.
I did.
I didn't know it was gonna go like that, almost an hour on the my philosophy. So I think y'all will appreciate it just like I would. We get through these. You know what I mean? Towards the end, there's a little something towards the end that I think everybody's is kind of waiting on, the whole Euphoria thing. So we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. But to start off, Scrap Metal Media, I think we can talk about this whole Exxon situation, right? And NoName, that was one of the topics you kind of wanted to, or you threw in the chat for us to talk about. And I think it's very interesting, but I really want to hear your take on it, I guess, or if you can just explain it to the today people out there.
So
hear what you say.
So basically, Exxon acquired another oil company,
Pioneer.
Pioneer, and this is the largest acquisition Exxon has done in 25 years.
Okay.
It was 59 billion, I believe.
Yeah.
And the
60.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, pretty much 60.
60.
But hold on, no, you know what? Nah, that extra billion is a lot. It's point something. It's like
It was 69.
Yeah,
0.5.
We gonna round
300
We're gonna round up.
60.
60. But what was interesting about it was, right, this is a callback to a couple episodes ago where we were talking about mergers.
Shout out to Dear Future Robots. We be talking about stuff and it
right,
become,
like corporate mergers. We were talking about that, and because we were talking about the JetBlue and like
Spirit
the
and
Boeing
Frontier
and the
and
Front
all that,
Spirit and how the government blocked that one.
Yeah.
FTC. Yeah.
Yep. Right. But they approved this one. Super quick.
This is different.
Super
It's a little
quick.
different.
Right. And it was like you didn't even. So whereas the other one you heard it got proposed, it was like, oh, we're going to court. It needs to be under review. Exxon was approved. It was
quietly.
it's done and approved. Like it's done.
It's done.
Like it's done.
It's done deal.
Yeah.
It's a done deal. Approved. We heard about it. Hey, it's done and approved. There wasn't no, hey, this was proposed and
Rumor mongering.
and
nothing.
yes, and it's
already
going
done.
through. It's going through the process.
Well, to be fair, I think it was and this is from a source that I read. There was a stock acquisition. I think it was like last year. So it's definitely something they've been that's been in the works. I'm not sure of all the inner workings, obviously. But this is it, and y'all should know out there. Obviously, it ain't something that was just talked about last week and drilled.
No,
through.
What I'm saying is the normal time frame of something to happen like this.
Right.
Like JetBlue announced
It'd be
buying
years.
Spirit how many years ago?
Yeah, right.
And they finally just killed it.
Right.
Right. Like they finally just killed it. It was like when AT&T, after they bought
Back in the day,
recently Time Warner, because Time Warner owns
recent
AT&T.
deal, okay.
Yeah, Time Warner owns AT&T, and AT&T was trying to merge with T-Mobile.
I think that was
AT&T,
T-Mobile. There was one. Oh, AT&T and Sprint was back in the day. AT&T was trying to buy somebody back in the day, and the FTC denied them. I remember that one.
And then they switched. But what I'm
might
saying
have
is,
been
it took
T-Mobile.
a very long. But this one just seemed in the regular term just really quick.
Oil
Like, it
money.
just like really quick. So I just found that was very interesting. And it was a callback to what we were talking about of consolidation. A lot of corporate consolidation that we're seeing around. And what is the bigger picture? Like looking at that.
They
from
know
that
what's
perspective. Like they're clearly seeing something that we're not seeing. And what I also tied that to like the pressure that they're putting on electric vehicles and stuff like that, right? And understanding is like, oh, okay, are they trying to like gang up? Like, oh, okay, no, we trying to. No, these people are really buying these goddamn cars.
I said this
right.
I talked about this on an old episode, like when I was doing monologues back in the day, where I said that a lot of these companies, they know what's coming, and they're trying to. It's kind of like when a store has like a going out of business sale.
Yeah.
I mean, they get to it to get everything out of it. So
let's take our profit.
These companies, because those of you out there that understand kind of, or at least know a little bit about this oil game, like OPEC and all that kind of stuff that's happening. There's different types of oil, right? Damn, and we didn't. Did you get into the whole CEO thing?
No,
because the CEO is actually deposed of his duties, right?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a big thing out there. Okay, so the CEO isn't allowed to be a part of this whole merger acquisition situation, right? Because he's being accused, or he was found. I want to say found guilty because there was no trial, but he's being accused of essentially insider trading. They're dealing with the ops, another company, right? Another conglomerate of companies like OPEC, right? Apparently, he's being said to have been fixing the price of oil, right?
Okay.
So they're talking about like energy prices and how they soared. They're saying, and I think he's a fall guy maybe, but they're saying he was like the mastermind of that. Like, oh, you know what? Crude and shale oil, and if y'all know, that's just the different ways that they find the oil and process it, right? Yeah, how it's deposited in the ground, it's different, But yeah, they're saying he was the mastermind behind this whole situation. And as a CEO, we talked about this again before. As a CEO, if you do something that either causes harm, causes a lot of loss of money, and in this case, I think, I'm not gonna say bodily harm, but like if you're talking about fixing prices and energy prices have been soaring and regular people have to deal with these high costs of like per barrel oil, and we can actually point at you, like this was your decision, and you don't gotta go to jail for that. Like that's kind of wild to me.
Like you said, he's a fall guy, right?
I think he's a fall guy. I think he's a fall guy.
He did something, made them really a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Hey, that package. You want that golden package?
Right? Golden parachute.
You want that golden parachute? Right? So you gotta take this on the chin.
Fall on the sword.
Hey,
sword. Come sit down.
Yeah. So we gonna cut you out this deal, but we got you.
But in the background,
Yeah, we got you. You ain't going to do. There ain't no jail time.
Yeah,
right? So,
come on, man.
Yeah, but
I mean, we CEOs.
Yeah.
All white.
Right. So I think that it was just
Valle
very interesting.
funny, dog.
just a callback to what we were talking about of just the consolidation and what is the shift and what they're looking at that we're not necessarily seeing at the moment. And I just think
know what's coming.
And then I think the pressure that they're putting on, Tesla is like, all right, like everything he announced recently, he didn't want to do that and none of that shit. But the stock prices were going down. He needed to say something because behind the scenes he killed the $25,000 car because he realized everybody buying it at 35. I'm not going to make one for 25, right? Because he's looking at a Camry. Camry's 35.
Yeah.
I understand it's smaller. I understand his cheapest car compared to a Camry might be the same price as a Camry, but the Camry's bigger. But there's some perks.
If Camry put a big screen in the middle, it's over.
Yeah, right. Like
Cameras are nice.
Yeah, Camrys.
I know
right.
they've been nice.
So that's what I'm saying. So he's looking at it like, why am I going to make one for 25 if everybody's buying it for 35? Right. Right. It's because especially with the tax credit. With the tax credit, that's $7,500 off the top. So that's bringing it down to like 35. And I was just reading an article in Washington State because they're trying to push the Model Y is like 20 something. So they're giving an extra up to $9,000 tax credit on top of the federal. So you have a state, you have the state tax credit that can go up to $9,000, and then you have the federal tax credit, which is up to $75,000 off the top of the price of the car as it is. So I think they said buying a Model Y in Washington State, I believe, is the cheapest you can get. You can get it right now.
Didn't they? And he's tricky because didn't they cut some of the brakes that people were supposed to get on previous Teslas?
Yeah, so
we do a lot of shiesty stuff.
No, it wasn't him. So what ended up happening was the federal law said as soon as you get to a certain number, that tax credit goes away.
Gotcha.
So you have to produce because it's like, hey, this is new, and as soon as you get past, once you get like whatever 500
incentivizing
million,
people.
Yeah, right. To get to that number.
Yeah.
What the current administration did was remove that cap.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's able to.
The current administration. Shout out to Biden, man.
I was just saying the current administration.
Biden funny
current
as hell,
administration is that's what they did.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
But I just found that interesting.
Right.
It's one of those.
All right. So I guess shout out to Exxon. I mean, I'm not a full electric car guy, like a little hybrid. I'm cool with a big hybrid. I'm not gonna say a little hybrid.
A Prius?
But I'm not hell no. Who am I? Larry David? Nah. What's his name? Larry David.
Larry
So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I should big up Exxon because what they ultimately did, that's trash, and y'all know how I feel about big corps.
Don't big.
So I'm not in the position to feel like I got to big them up.
You don't need to big them up. They just made $60 billion. I think they're okay.
I can't do it.
Listen, it's a necessary evil.
Necessary evil, my buddy. You back us.
He's still on this.
Necessary evil, man. No, I think you softening up a little bit though, because you done said some things in previous episodes that sounded like me a little bit. So I'm like, you coming over, dog. They gonna like you, damn it. Like they gonna be in the comments like, yo, shout out to NoName.
No, they're
That's
not.
my guy.
No, they're not. They hate me. It's fine.
That's hilarious. All right, so moving on. As far as people that are getting a lot of hate right now, I ain't even mean to really segue, but yeah, it's an okay one. The college protests, man. We're seeing a lot of these protests all across the country.
Yeah.
Students, young people, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, this is some old people sprinkled up in there, but people are noticeably upset and understandably so.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys actually feel about this. You're seeing they damn near might as well be stormtroopers, but police officers, riot
riot gear.
cops,
Right.
SWAT,
Military equipment.
being able, going in there and doing these students like they David Koresh or something. You know what I mean? Which is to me kind of wild. I mean, we're in a country with laws at the same time, and you kind of need that to an extent. But for me, I see this as just history rhyming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to necessarily say history repeating itself because there's nuances, but this is for sure history rhyming. If you go back to the 1960s and 1970s, the protests against the Vietnam War and stuff.
I've never heard that term before, so I like that.
History rhyming.
Yeah.
Yeah. History rhyming.
That's I like that.
Yeah, there's too many nuances to be like it's and I can't remember where I got that from. Hey, I say enough interesting stuff to where I'm not, when I don't make something up, I ain't gonna take credit for it. I didn't make.
You make that one up?
I didn't make
Fair
that
enough.
up.
Well, whoever did,
I can't remember where I got it from.
It makes
History rhymes.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
What's up,
these college students that are doing these protests are like, or do you guys feel that they're organized within what they're doing? Because it's one thing to be outraged and say, hey, we're gonna go march, but like, and I'm not on the scene, not on the ground, so I don't know. I'm just getting this
Not on
from clips
protest.
from the internet, so I don't know. But I'm just curious, like, is there really any like organization out there as they're doing these marches? Like, what do they want as a result of marching? I feel like obviously it's they want cease and desist that's going on.
Man, I think a lot of them just wanted a reason to skip class.
You think that's what it is then?
It's a
I
fact.
think it's a lot of it is a fact.
it's fact?
I think it was the same thing in the 60s. I don't think everybody really cared and everybody,
But
it's the same thing. Similar.
I don't know if you can like how do we determine to what degree
Exactly.
that is? You know what I mean?
Do I think that everybody that's going out to a protest is like gung ho for the situation? No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Just like we saw with the Black Lives Matter protest, some people just going to get a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I know people who never worry anything about. I know people who wasn't voting out there with signs. Man, y'all just
is-
there because
yeah.
everybody's there.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We seen it.
Yeah.
We all seen it. We all know people who did that.
Yeah, bro.
I think the first one.
Say their name. What's their name? What's their name?
I ain't going to.
the first
I
one
ain't going
But
to.
Okay. Stop.
and then it was just a copycat.
Yeah.
Copy right afterward. I think the first one wasn't. It was true.
What do you mean the first one?
Like the first. I think what it was Columbia. I think Columbia is the one that
Columbia
university that started it. I think they were like, all right, cool, and then everybody. Then it's kind of spread.
Okay, so everybody else follows suit.
Everybody
after they saw
followed
that.
suit because it was like they were the ones that were like. Because majority of the coverage has been around Columbia University.
right.
They're the ones that have been like spearheading. They
seemed to be the epicenter.
Yeah, they went in and barricaded themselves in there. There's a whole bunch of other schools there. These bunch of motherfuckers on a lawn with a tent, talking about we sitting in.
Imagine being a cop that got to work that, bro.
Yeah,
Get your,
like, it was-
get
right,
your
like,
butt
so
back to
I think-
class.
I think-
man.
Get back to class.
To answer your question, I think it was just like it started off, and then everybody said, "All right, yes, this is something we should do."
Let's
And
show
I think
class.
right? And then I think it was of, hey, if we all collectively do this, something we can all bring awareness. So, but I think if it was more
Awareness.
concentrated, and I think what my spin is, the way I look at it is like the way the media is spinning it, trying to find every Jewish person and ask
Interesting.
them what they think of this.
That's the media for you, huh?
Right, because
Wow.
then
I
they're
didn't realize
finding
that.
they're finding the most
Jewish.
unintelligent like what I'm saying. It's like
interesting.
it's their reasoning is just not sound. They're like, what do you think as a Jewish person about all of these protests? And well, I think we all. Then every one of them started off. I agree with the freedom of speech, but and I'm like,
Well, that's the hide your kids, hide your wife effect.
Yeah.
Media, they going to the I got bronchitis lady. They not going to the intelligible, like they not going to that.
And
if it bleeds, it leads. They go into the
sound-
interesting ones.
Yeah.
They sound so misinformed. It was just
if
like
you sound
The more
smart,
ignorant, the better.
yeah, like it was
The more
like
ignorant,
it was
the
like
better,
come on.
exactly.
And I think that's where and that's where the coverage has shifted into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's of trying to show the other side, because if you look at the coverage of the whole situation as a whole, it's all,
Which whole situation, the protest or the war?
the war.
Okay.
Right. So if you look at the
still
war, it's the war itself. The narrative of the protest is being swung similar to the narrative of the war, of back onto the Jewish side, back onto like that
The
side.
Zionist side, like the Israel side?
Yes. Yeah. So they're finding that they're leading the protest into that same direction to try to bring back a correlation with it, and of basically pinning two sides together and going completely away from what the true issue
Well,
is.
here's the tricky thing, because you're right on where you need to be. You're right on par, because there are Zionist interests. I could say allegedly, but I think it's like factual, that actually have stake in a lot of news organizations.
Yeah.
So it's no accident
Yes.
that it's being spun like that. And Mossad and groups like that are like prolific at brainwashing, propaganda, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, so what you're saying might be spot on. I'm not the one to speak to it, because like I said, I don't really keep up with like regular news, so I don't see I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I've been super busy. So I missed that. So that's news to me. But it's not really surprising.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
not
the
surprising.
same narrative. I'm like, they're going down the same road of the misinformation and just trying to like put everybody needs to be on this side, and then kind of, and it's completely wrong. Like they're just, and it's so frustrating.
I'll say this: I don't think it's effective. As far as like the way the media is trying to spin it, because everybody I talk to on the ground, regardless of whatever's going on, in the media, I haven't run into a lot of people that are like, "Hey, we're really rocking with what Israel's doing over here. And all these people dying." And no, I'll take it a step further. I haven't talked to anybody that's non-Jewish that has been like, "Hey, we're in agreement with this."
That's non-Jewish.
Yeah, I'm just being straight
Some
up.
Christians is rocking with it,
but it's like, who are those people? Are those people that you rock with?
And I think that's what I was just about to say. That I said,
think about everything. Who are these people?
You're hearing that because we tend to surround ourselves with like-minded, of like someone of that industry.
That's humanity.
Right.
Our tribe.
Right? Yeah. So you're not thinking that way. So the people you're hanging with most likely will not think that way.
Think so?
That's true.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, right. Like the ones you would take their opinion as fact.
Yeah.
Like you would value
like me, right? Like me. When you take my opinion as facts,
right? Like you value that. You guys see eye to eye. You value that.
Hey,
So I
score
think-
1-1 right now.
I think
On this episode.
so that's how I kind of look at it. Like and it's the people, because I'm telling you, for the media spin is like what is actually
interesting.
happening.
You're gonna make
Like
me pay a little more attention now.
The media spin is like that's what they think is like. No, that's what they. Oh no, it's about no. They're doing the right thing, right? It's the whole thing with the other war that's going on. It's so funny, right?
What other war? Which one?
Ukraine and Russia.
Ukraine,
that one.
Russia.
Oh, yeah.
That one's still going on.
Sending all the money.
Yeah,
Forgot about it. Yeah.
People forgot completely about it.
They don't just they can't cover it.
While we just sent how much billion over there, but we
Crazy.
don't have any money to cut student loans.
Oh my God, bro! Don't even get me started on the student loans again.
Right.
Shout out to Biden.
Right. So the current administration.
Shout out to the current administration. He says the current administration.
The current administration.
You know you're a Democrat, so you can't say Biden.
The current administration. The current administration. I don't think the previous one would have did any better anyway. So
Yeah, right. Trump would have had money flowing in this country, dog.
and
See, that's when y'all get quiet.
no,
That's when y'all
no, I'm
get
about to.
quiet.
No,
Yeah, I know. I'm telling the truth.
Hold on.
I don't even like him like that, but yeah, no, I'm telling the truth.
Sorry, my guy.
He would have opened up the scam gates, like the floodgates.
I was just about to say,
all the scammers would have been eaten. It would have trickled down.
He would have had the
Trickle down economics.
He would have had the.
I think
the
the
money
data already
flowing,
shows that.
the money
data.
flowing, but not going to the right places.
Trickle down economics.
No, he would have had the money flowing, not going to the right
Money's
places.
flowing,
There you
bro.
go.
You know, little crumbs will fall.
Man,
to the right
hey,
place.
I'm not gonna front. I
ain't
wish I
going
would
to
during
little
COVID. I wish I would have put a little more numbers on that paper, man. The paper they sent for the money.
bro.
I know people who did it and they
I know
good.
that I got money. I shouldn't have gotten money, bro. You know what I'm
But-
saying?
I shoulda got some of that.
Yeah,
But that's it's.
Shout out Trump, man. You funny, man. You funny. He funny as
I'm
well.
gonna ask
He's
a
a savvy
question.
businessman.
Savvy. Call back.
Because you said the student loan thing. So if the Republican Party came out and said, hey, you know what? I ain't even gonna say everybody. I'd say if the Republican Party came out and said, hey, all you melanated darker people in the United States,
all my blacks,
we will take you guys out of debt. We will pay. I'm not talking reparations.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, we're gonna take you out of debt.
Cook.
We'll pay off all your student loans. Vote for us.
Yes.
What you think?
Just student loans?
Yes.
Yeah, just student loans alone.
Yes.
And maybe some debt.
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah,
some
'cause
debt.
not everybody goes to college.
We gonna clean up y'all credit.
Yes.
Chris said Chris said he on board. No question.
Listen, free agent politics. Remember that episode when me and you ISO'd in our duel? Like when these guys weren't there and we just did our thing.
Can you be bought?
Yeah.
The big two.
Can your vote be bought?
You're referring to the big two? You're referring to the big two? Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not trying to take your humanity or nothing.
I mean,
but can your vote be bought?
Everybody's vote can be bought.
Free agent politics. Free agent
because
politics.
I would truly try to see what comes with that, because in my experience, everybody has a hidden agenda, both sides.
Yeah,
well, duh, but it should be transactional.
No, I understand it's transactional.
What have you done for me lately,
but I would try to see what comes with that, because I think the track record of the other side is
other side?
The Republican.
Okay, there you go.
The track record. The track record of the Republicans is, hey, we're gonna give you brown skinned people, you minorities, we're gonna give you this little crumb right here, but on the backside, we really winning.
No, but that's never happened though. They ain't. When there's Republicans en masse giving, they don't do that, and that's illegal.
No. They did do that. You just talked about what Trump did for
big business, and it just trickled down. Like I said,
Bro.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is they gave us they trickled down, so they gave us the crumbs while they had the big they had the bigger side.
Bro, but
that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm talking about.
Bro.
So that's what I would try to see before I can say yes, my vote can be bought just because I have the very large student loans.
you gotta
right?
give me
what I'm
something.
saying?
You gotta give me something.
Even bro, you're gonna always be winning. You know what I'm trying to say? Like even the Republican, Democrats, whatever.
No, I agree.
You know
I'm just going to look at both sides before I say which one's going to buy my vote.
I get
which
you.
one?
No more free elections.
It, bro. You want to know why? Because, bro, either or, bro, if I can get something out of it, fuck yeah. You know, because you're going to keep taking and taking.
I know
more free votes, bro.
I know they're going to
give me something.
I know they're going to keep taking, but what I'm going to look at is it's the long game. I'm in it for the long game, right?
Yeah.
I'm in it for the long game, and I'm in it for what my kids are going to see. So the decisions I make today can affect that. So what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to pick the better of the two evils.
Yeah.
If they are coming out and say, yo, we're going to do this, I have to understand. Like, I'm not going to just be blinded. Long-term futures. Like I can't do that.
To be fair, if you're an active voter, an active participant, I should say, in this civil thing we have, this little experiment, then you're paying attention to the bills coming up the pipe. Yeah. You know what I mean, you're paying attention to the bills when they're going in the house. You're paying attention to all that stuff.
Or at least you should be.
So you should be. So when you're saying, you know, you're gonna see what's come, like they're not sneaking. It's really hard to sneak something past people that are paying attention.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying like they're gonna sneak it. I'm just saying that I'm gonna look to see what it is. So I'm gonna look to see what it is.
Well, he said if they're giving you, right? That was the
if they're giving, but there's something on the back end. But there's something on the back end. But what I'm saying, I'm trying to find. They're not gonna do to just give us that, because we saw it with the previous. They want the vote. No, we saw it with the previous administration that what they did, they gave the crumbs that trickled down. What actually happened?
So Trump's money that he gave to HBCUs, votes? He did, of course. He did. Transactional. He did. That's how politics works. It's transactional. Yeah. HBCU money, highest amount given in forever, damn near. Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna say forever exactly. I don't know. Well, but in a while.
Yes,
I agree. I want you guys' vote.
Miss Bezos,
I love Miss Bezos.
Did a great job.
I love Miss Bezos, man.
Yeah,
Miss X Bezos.
You're right.
But no, it's transactional, right?
No, I understand. But what I'm saying is it's transactional, but there has to be a gain as well. Yes, it's the vote.
Of course.
If you're saying there's nothing on the back end, it's strictly the vote. It's strictly the vote.
Is big.
Man, I don't know.
Political power. The vote.
I don't know. I gotta. Fuck it, man.
Remember,
I just gotta.
Hold on. Remember, history rhymes. There was a switch in the political party.
No, there was a switch.
But transactional
power. How I'm viewing it. This is just me.
Go ahead.
How I'm viewing it is, I don't think I don't rock. But regardless, if it was the Democrats saying it and they're doing some fuck shit, I don't think it would be like what I'm telling you is I'm not gonna just stand on that side because that's what I've been doing. But I'm really just looking at it. Like I'm not. If you're saying it's the vote, I would look at both sides. Is what I'm trying to say.
I get it.
I like that. I like that.
Like so that's how I feel.
He weighs options.
Free agent politics.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure you were there.
Because the thing about it is, I rather look at it as like, yo, I hate to say this shit, but when I kind of agree with some of what they said, it's like, yo, you're the one that took out the loan.
Who they? Like people?
Oh no, the Republicans. Like because when it got
wait a minute.
NoName has said that. I know. I don't see him. But you heard him.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. So a lot of the when the current administration was trying to get the student loan stuff forgiven, right? The all of that was going through the House and getting that bill passed. Right. A lot of the Republicans was like, yo, you guys chose to do this, right?
He don't support. Look at that.
Right?
He said when y'all guys were slaves, you guys chose to not get the money back. When you guys were slaves,
go ahead.
So against reparations.
You're saying we chose to? No, I didn't choose to make education cost what it costs.
The bank
This is the cost of education.
But
I want to be educated because I'm thinking about the long-term future of my country.
But here's so this is how I look at it. So I'm going to use myself as an example, right? So you can.
Chris is dumbfounded.
All right, I'm gonna use somebody. So you have a choice of what school you're going to go to.
100%.
You have a choice of what school you're going to go to. So when you are going to that school, you're going to pick them based off of certain criteria. And the criteria is how is the education level at this school to then help propel me into getting another job.
Yeah.
You're also going to look at how much it costs per credit hour.
Yeah.
Is that worth it? Is the long term of me paying this high amount per credit hour worth it to then get a better job? You could have went to the community college that was cheaper.
More cost efficient.
Yeah,
more cost efficient.
To be fair, that's not how you're conditioned, though. We're not conditioned for
And
that.
even then,
We're conditioned for the big
and
universities.
you're right. That is true. But what about the people that go to the cost efficient school and still come out with loans? Because that is also a possibility.
Yes, they are. They're also no. That is a possibility. But what I'm saying is that number, whatever that number is, you signed up for it.
Damn.
Right. We signed up for it, and so I'm gonna look. So I'm looking at it that like I signed up for the shit, and so you know what? I speak from a different place because the money I spent, yes, it was an absorbent amount. The money I signed up for in a student loan, I have a good job. So I'm reaping the benefits.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Right, I'm reaping the benefits of that.
It's an investment.
It was a return on his investment.
A return on my investment. So that's how I look at it. Like I'm not telling you that's everybody's.
That's not everybody's reality.
So take back what you said.
No,
take it back. Take it back.
But I went to school for something I know I'm going to get a goddamn job for. I didn't go. I didn't go to school for fucking philosophy and then think I'm gonna be some type of guru and then think like, you know what I mean?
Let me move right quick.
But go
what
ahead.
you just said brings me to my next. Right? Look, what you just said brings me to my next.
I just want the philosophy majors to come in your business.
I was like,
I ain't a guru.
He's no name. He's no name.
I was gonna argue, but I'm like, damn it, he got a point.
Hey,
I went to school for engineering. I'm a fucking engineer now. So like I made my money. Like come on. I picked something that makes money.
No name.
No, like
So,
exactly, right?
got
So
me there.
it is
You got
what it
me
is, right? That it is.
So he bested you. Damn, that's great.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I
that
didn't
brings
do
me
philosophy, by the way.
All right. So that brings me to that's a perfect segue, bro. What you were just talking about. So did y'all see actually a lot of major corporations that just dropped requirements for some of their highest paying jobs, like literally thousands of jobs, right? The college degree requirement just got wiped away.
Yeah.
Like companies like Fortune 500 companies like Walmart and stuff like that. So a lot of their higher paying jobs, like six figure
stuff.
earners.
Yeah.
Now you aren't required a college degree. I thought that was really interesting. So, you get a chance to apologize to the philosophy majors.
So I'm not going to apologize.
That's right. Stand on business.
Right. So how I'm looking at it is,
What's up?
I use that as tongue in cheek of philosophy, but there's a lot of people that went to school for some bullshit and then realized like, yo, I can't get a job at this. No shit, motherfucker. Like how many? Like the pool is very small. Like the pool is very small.
I'm gonna say this. This might have been like a 2018 statistic too, so I don't know if it's changed, but they said like the average college student changes their major like anywhere from 15 to 20 times.
That is true.
So that's what I'm like.
But you stuck through and graduated as
changed my
that,
major.
right?
Yeah.
So you stuck through and said, you know what? yes, I saw something that I'm gonna do this one thing. So what I'm saying to you is like, you can't be like
Mad
talking
at
about,
anybody.
you can't
You're
be
right.
mad at anybody that like, come on.
He's
Like if
right.
you look
He's
at
right.
like you look at the statistics and saying what jobs are out there and what is paying and where did you see the
benefit? Because
benefit
you
of-
got to think you're 100% right. Because you got to think about college as an investment. Like
Yes,
literally,
it is.
You're buying.
That's
a
how
fucking
most
stock.
should think about
Yeah.
You know what I'm
it.
trying to say, and then you're gonna it's like you're putting money into this thing, saying that in X amount of time I'm gonna have the return on the investment.
Exactly.
You can't just go to school for fucking art.
yes.
You can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't borrow
Unless
thousands.
you really an artist,
Bro, and
Like
even-
unless
and
you like
even
a really
fucking
an
then-
artist.
and
And
even
the funny
fucking
part
then you're
about
not
it is,
gonna be
I'm
at
not gonna
school.
go if I'm that talented.
You wouldn't
I'm
go to
not gonna
school.
go to
That's
school.
what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna go to
You
school
know?
for art.
Yeah,
And
but
I-
y'all speaking to like if everything's perfect and this is the real world, like people make
do go to
mistakes.
school. Yeah, that is
No, no,
people
I-
Mess up.
I
People do go to
understand
school
people,
for art.
but-
You know why? Hold on. People go to school for art because art is their passion.
Yes.
People go to
And
school
that's the
for
thing. You
tapestry
don't-
or philosophy
you don't
because
go
it's
to
their
school. And
passion.
So
this is my thing.
don't-
I think the narrative behind school needs to change and rapidly.
Oh, it's changing. It's
Because
changing now.
Yeah, 'cause
I've had conversations
just
with
spoke to
people
Ty- yeah.
about this as well. Because when I got friends in college, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you studying? I'm like, yeah, I'm studying philosophy. I'm like, change your fucking major. And they're like, why? I love philosophy. I'm like, bro, listen, if you love philosophy, that's cool. But when you go to school, you got to think about it. You're going there to be trained or to get basic knowledge of a job before you get the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Don't
Yeah.
go there because you're fucking passionate about philosophy. You're wasting money.
And
I completely disagree with y'all. I'm gonna just go on the record as saying that because what you guys speak to is a hyper capitalist mindset. Like everybody needs to make the same amount of money, or everybody needs to make $1 billion. Like, what if the person don't care? Again, if it's their passion, they don't care about making
I'm
money
in
like that.
disagreeing of the person that went to school for art and is now complaining that they can't afford to eat because they're paying so much in student loans.
It's not, bro, and that's
That's
the thing.
that's the point. I'm not saying not to do it.
Yes, I'm
that's
not-
your parents.
yes, we're not saying
I'm
don't
not
get
saying not to do it,
educated.
but what I'm saying is
Don't
you
complain.
can't-
Don't borrow so
no,
much
you
money
can't.
to- yeah.
What I'm saying is you like you can't be mad at what you signed up for.
Yeah.
This was my passion. This is what I signed up for. This is how much money now I owe.
Yeah.
I gotta find a way of how to fix this problem.
What do you think, Valle? Go ahead. My man raised his hand.
All
What
I'm
do you
saying
think?
is just, yeah, we're all relatively around the same age. So for the past like decade or 2 decades, we've all been expressed as a culture. We've been told or advised that you should go to school so you can get a good job. Like that was the age old narrative.
Yeah.
Yep.
Decades.
Yeah.
And I would say at least the last 25 years, we've seen that shift. Hey, I can't just go to a university, get a degree, and think I'm going to walk into a job as soon as I graduate. Like the entire
know.
decades worth of
It don't work like that no more.
Yeah, it don't work like that no more. It didn't work like that for me.
Hence the point of what Wendy was
It didn't
saying.
work like
of,
that for a lot of
they
people
got
I
rid of that
graduated with
reg-
it.
Hold on, what'd you
Because
say,
they-
NoName? Hold on.
No, I said hence your point of the corporations getting rid of a lot of these requirements because they're realizing you're going to school for this and it's become like it's a bigger picture because it's becoming such a business where you're actually going to school for a business degree, but it's really you come out and you're still not
Ready.
You're still not
work
ready
ready.
because
Yeah.
you paid so much money. You're going through that, and it's like, no, this is not it. A lot of these companies are looking at experience. They're like, yo,
right.
they're like, hey, I understand
done
your
this
degrees
before?
in philosophy, but god damn it, you really know these numbers.
Yeah.
Come in here.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna forget about that because your experience is like, yo, you really been busting down the numbers.
Bro, the
but I think
degree
it's
is just like the fucking, it's an invitation.
because it's
Doesn't
morphed
necessarily-
morphed into so okay, so if we were to say, all right, I'm gonna walk it back a little bit, right? I'm gonna walk it back just a tiny bit. If you're saying
Regret.
no, it's not no regret because there's a split. There's a split between the two. When certain people have gone to school for certain things between a certain time period, so I would probably say from about the 90s to about 2015, right? There was this push of go to school, get a good job,
Right,
right?
that's what he was talking
And
about.
then the colleges, the education was actually being pushed, right? Like you were actually going to school.
Very long time ago.
Yeah, it was actually you were actually going to school. But I think after that shift, I would say probably even earlier, probably not even 2015.
Yeah,
After
I
that
was about to
shift-
say, you-
after that shift, it was a business. It was like, all right, they have to go to school. They have to do this. So it was a lot of predator. Like that's why you saw a lot of schools, Trump University, to go down.
Nah, come on. You gotta go. No, seriously though. Trump
No,
took
seriously,
advantage of something.
Yes, but a lot of schools were doing that type of thing.
This goes back to the 1950s and 60s though, when the banks started really getting involved and starting the process of shifting.
But what I'm saying is, the schools have now, whereas the banks were doing it and it was kind of it was like unnecessary. You were signing your name on that dotted line, but it's gone to even to the school now where they're seeing like, oh, I can bump up this credit hour, and they have to do it.
It's still a predatory,
right? Like so the school has now joined in on it. So a lot of these, that's why I go to your point. A lot of them are dropping these regulations because it's predatory. It's like, yes, you went to that school, but you didn't learn shit,
right?
Right? Like so,
literally, but also the pool is shrinking. So
yes, exactly.
Like college age people ain't really trying to work for those kind of companies, so they need employees.
Not nearly as long either.
Like Walmart was like the main one on that list, y'all. So,
oh, really?
Like if I just went to school for 6 years, 4 years, I'm probably not trying to go to Walmart. I'd rather go do something else. I'd rather start my own business.
Exactly. And
so they have to entice people.
And I think too is the standard has dropped because of the predatoriness of the schools and stuff like that. So
predatory nature of it,
because a bachelor's is nothing now. It's a master's is like
a
master's is like the minimum. Where they're looking at it, they're like,
and to even fucking and you're so this is what you're doing too. You're telling someone to invest in a bachelor's degree, right? Mm-hmm. They can't see the return on the investment for the bachelor's degree, and you're saying make another investment
on the master's.
On the master's.
So it's like some students will be like, oh yeah, sure, fine. I guess that's what you need.
I gotta do it.
There's also some students. Me, for example, I will not spend extra money when I've not even seen the return on the first fucking investment. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm like, I can't do that. You know, I'm not going to do that. Why would I dip further into that?
Yeah.
I'm glad I left early, bro, because I had I was in school for business. At the time, integrated business wasn't a thing. But I was just in college just because, like, you know, I started college a little late, and I was low-key surprised that I got accepted, but I chose business because I've never been a person with a mindset of I'm going to go work for somebody else. I've never had that mindset.
Not philosophy?
No, but if I do go back, low-key, just if I do go back, it'll be like for like history, maybe law or something like that. You know, but philosophy, lawyers do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, But I was in school at the time for business, right? And it was girls and sports and, you know, party life.
All the things that come with attending a university.
Yeah. So I remember seeing a guidance counselor, and at the time my grades weren't the best because, again, a lot of partying. I had a lot of stuff in like real life stuff as well, right? But there was the guidance counselor like, "Why are you here?" Like, because she asked me, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I want to own a whole bunch of businesses and just be this and that." She's like, "You don't need a college degree for that."
To do that.
And that's the best thing she could have told me, man, at that time in my life. Because I'm like, oh yeah. So I just, hey, let me go to this and that, and let's get a trade school, and boom, boom, boom.
You don't need a college degree to be successful. No. But we've been told that you know, I don't know how long.
And the craziest thing is like Bill Gates dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of college. Like, bro,
most of the wealth on the planet don't exist in workers.
Yeah.
Like that's primarily middle class. Yeah. It just is what it is.
It's
granted,
what it is.
Thinkers, like you just said, creators, innovators. That's
and college does not teach you how to think. It teaches you how to follow rules, how to fall in line.
Hey, that's the same thing with public education, right? Hey, we don't want a generation of thinkers. Who said it, Wendy?
Rockefeller said it.
We want a generation of workers.
Yeah, because bro, you know, so crazy. I remember when I was in college. Bro, I ain't even going to say
college. Chris,
I was in college, and I remember we took a course where the guy literally was just talking about how to get a promotion at your job, how to please your employer.
That was the course? Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously. And then I was in there, I was like, yo, what is he talking about, bro? You know, it blew my mind. I'm like, yo, we're actually teaching kids. It's like factory workers, bro. It's like literally we're glorified factory workers. It's like, oh yeah, this is what you do to get your promotion. In 5 years, you can be making this. I'm like, you're not even telling us to think outside of the box and try to create something for ourselves. You're just saying fall in line.
That sounds like Louis at McDowell's. He's showing Hakeem how to mop. He's like, 5 years, so you can be on the fryer.
And the craziest thing is that this is a business class where I'm like, isn't business supposed to be a creative place where you're like competition and capitalistic? Instead, you're telling us just fall in line. You know, I found that crazy.
And that goes back to the whole predatory thing. It's understanding. I know you don't want to mention the school's name. It's understanding of like, hey, this is.
I'll mention the school's name.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He said he's not going to mention the school's name. So it's one of those things of like, it's where you go to, right? And that's why they say, hey, they're bringing the master level because they're like, hey, if you got the masters, like you clearly only certain schools, but even that is getting diluted right now too. Like it's
everybody's realizing that, oh, you're the master, so let me go get it. And then guess
Yeah,
what?
even
More people that
everything.
have it,
Yeah,
then
everything is
you're gonna
getting.
see
Well,
that.
people
Like-
see it don't make no damn sense. Like most jobs are on the job training,
Bro,
Yeah.
and we
thank
have
you.
AI now.
And that's,
So
why,
it's like
that's why I'm also asking about the experience thing,
sense.
because I'm like, how the fuck can you expect a college student to have the experience?
Don't
if
make
they've
sense.
been in fucking college for the past
Don't
4
make
fucking
sense.
years. Like, what if
Well,
this doesn't make sense?
You
know what I'm trying to say?
you can intern at places and
can
gain
intern
experience
and gain
that way too
experience.
while you're in school.
Let me ask you this. How
still
does
on-job
someone
training, though.
Yeah, how does
Absolutely.
someone intern?
And sometimes it's unpaid.
If you're let's say you're using loans to go to school, right? But you're
Right.
still also paying out of pocket, so you got to work because mommy and daddy ain't sending you to school. How do you find time for an internship at the same time? and also
So
trying to do all
depending
of
on
that?
It's
so
hard, bro.
It is
Nobody-
hard.
nobody said it
no,
was
no, no,
easy.
no, no. So depending, so
the
that's
nuance.
it goes back to the school as well. So depending on the school, what they'll do is they'll pause your time. Right. So there's like a gap. They're like, all right, hey, yes, you're in school, but you're off to do this internship and you have a segment of your year that is spent doing an internship where you're getting paid and you're getting paid sometimes where you're getting paid and the school knows about it because they have a connection with that work with that institution.
And then sometimes you get college credit
College
for
credit
that.
for that.
that's-
So
you know what I'm saying?
so
Yeah.
that's it's again. It all goes back to the school and what you're doing.
So that's why I told
and
you the
that's
first time. I'm like, you're right.
that's what I'm saying. It's
And a lot of
You're
times,
right.
I'm not saying a lot of times, but half the time as you're doing that internship, I know it worked this way for me and a couple other people I know, because I was interning at the company I was interning at. As soon as I graduated,
They gave you a
they
job.
gave me a job.
yeah,
You got a job.
yeah.
It put me on the pathway to a job. But I'll say this, man, to both parties. If y'all want these black votes, hey man, y'all bring us out of debt. We there. I can be bought. You know,
So can I?
free agent politics, man.
I
Free
can't
agent
be bought.
politics.
I
No
can't
more.
be bought.
Hey, no more free votes, bro. We be
Well,
giving
I
free
can't be
votes
bought,
forever.
but my vote can be.
There you go. That's transactional. We talking about votes, y'all.
Talking about
No
votes.
Diddy.
No body parts.
No Diddy. Talking about votes.
My vote cannot be bought.
All right.
Fair enough.
You might get in the
respectable.
comments, or we might get in the
That's
comments. We'll see.
respectable.
No,
We'll see.
I can't.
Russian
I can't-
roulette.
I can't do it.
I just know them philosophy majors coming, dog. Just know that. They gonna
Shout
let
out to
you
the
shade 'em like
philosophy
that.
majors out there. Man. Shout out to y'all. All right, so moving on from that situation, and by the way, you mentioned Trump earlier. Shout out to Trump for being held in contempt of court, man. Shout out to his dumb. Like, shout out to Trump, man. That might
Man,
be
that was funny because they
Hilarious.
were saying that he's doing it on purpose.
delays.
To galvanize his base. Because
His
it's
base is always seems his base
no
always seems
meaning
galvanized.
like he's fighting the good fight, like trying to gain more of that. Like, hey, I'm
the
fighting
media's helping with that.
Yeah, he's fighting a good fight, and whatever like that. And
Right.
so, but shout out to him.
That's the next president. Okay, so I'll move on from this. All right, so Jontay Porter. Have you guys heard of Jontay Porter, the NBA player who was betting on games, apparently that he wasn't involved in, but
Michael Porter Jr.'s brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his
Yeah.
brother?
You didn't know that, huh?
No, I'm not a sports guy.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. plays for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And so he's I think his brother's a rookie. He was a rookie with the Toronto Raptors.
yeah.
And I guess they were placing bets on his stats, and he would like miss games. And there were a couple games where he was like, hey, I'm injured. I'm not going to play. So if you bet the under of his numbers, hey, under 2
call him
points, under
fast
2
boy.
rebounds, you're cashing out on that because he's not even going to play the game. Hey, suddenly I'm injured, coach. I can't go in.
Damn.
So I guess the NBA did an investigation into that.
Who
It wasn't even
snitched?
it wasn't
Somebody
even the NBA.
snitched.
It wasn't even the league.
Who was it?
Because I know that.
DraftKings.
Say it
They
one more time.
exposed him? Oh, he was running under his name.
DraftKings caught him.
It was the betting sites.
He should have been like
Yeah.
Ohtani.
It was the betting sites because they were like, what?
Too many
because
unders hit.
Too many
unders are hit.
They were losing too
they
much.
Were losing
House don't
money.
like to lose.
Well,
It was the house. Yeah, they were losing money, so they were like, "Whoa,
This is out of
Something's
this is
going
a
on
little,
there.
Something's
little
going on.
odd.
yeah." So they were just looking at it and they were like, "Whoa, something's going on with his." And he was just, and it was different. And what ended up happening was it was different sites. So it wasn't just DraftKings. It was FanDuel. It was DraftKings. It was Prize Picks. Like it was different sites.
Yeah.
And then they all were like, "Whoa!" And DraftKings and FanDuel are partners. They're So they brought it up to the NBA's league. They didn't even catch it.
Yes.
It wasn't the NBA.
Snitches.
Well,
Snitches.
because the league has a relationship with those sites and they're getting that revenue from gambling now. Hey, what's going on? And obviously these
And
players
integrity
have
and stuff like
contracts
that.
that have integrity.
Yeah.
So he's banned from the NBA
How that sound? That's a
for
dumb
the rest of his
thing.
life for
Integrity.
gambling
Bro.
on his games.
If you read Law of Power, There's a section in Law of Power where it talks about
The 48 laws of power.
48 laws of power. It talks about I think it's a black cat thing or whatever. Even if you're the person that's doing the deed, you don't want to be the one actually doing the deed. Get somebody to do the deed for you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, bro, if I'm in the fucking NBA, I'm not gonna be gambling. I got a cousin that loves to gamble though. You know, or I got a cousin who's a friend of my cousin that loves to gamble though. Let it pass down through that chain and let them win, and then they'll come back to me. You know what I'm trying to say? But don't be caught red-handed doing the shit.
It's still the same because in baseball,
Shohei
Ohtani.
Wait.
Okay, good.
His manager. His manager took the rap.
That's too close, though.
Bro, that's too close though.
Yeah,
it
has to be far.
Otana doesn't speak English, and that was his translator.
It was his
His translator had access to his bank account. I think he obnoxious amount of money. Like,
but what I'm saying is, it was him. It was him.
Definitely.
It was definitely him.
Yeah.
It was definitely him.
He needed the translator to use the app, though.
I understand the further how it is.
It wasn't him, guys.
No, he needed the translator to use the app.
No. What I'm saying is his translator that translates English for him. When he does his translator has access to his. He look. The man has he had a lot of money before he came to Major League Baseball,
And he got a lot of money in the future.
Yeah, because
That's why the translator takes the fall.
because he signed a new contract. But what I'm saying is this man had his translator had it set up that Ohtani wasn't even getting notifications from the bank. Like he didn't even know.
Damn.
So when they look, that's why
Sounds like a nice setup.
It wasn't like this guy took. I promise you, he didn't take the fall. That's how it sounded initially. That's what everyone thought. More information came out. That man really didn't know, and I could see it happening if you don't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
All right. And this is the only person. This is the person I've been with for the past couple of years, and I trust him.
Trust him. You're
He's from my country.
You're not thinking about that.
It's not even going to cross your mind. You know he's good for the money because hey, I see this guy every day. Yep. You know what? This is my homie. Me and NoName go back 15 years.
15 years.
You know what?
Thinking about that.
In my culture, I trust him. He gonna have access to my bank account.
Yeah.
And the dude is gambling his money.
Took advantage of him. No, we see agents do that all the time.
Absolutely.
Agents, managers. Right, so
People
I
get
guess
scammed
that's
out all the time.
believable.
It can happen.
It can happen for sure.
But
That nigga did it, man.
That's why I am with it.
I don't think Tony was doing it, but hey,
That motherfucker.
that's just me.
All right, let's moving on.
Yeah, moving right along, man.
That nigga
I
did
feel you. I feel what you're saying.
I hear you.
I feel what you're saying. But it's the perfect plan.
Yeah, I hear
take the
you.
fall.
Just like Chris said.
Michael Porter Jr. would make not Michael Porter Jr. but his
Jontay
brother.
Porter.
Thank you, Jonathan Porter would made that. Jontay Porter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What makes that so terrible is I think they said he only made around like $21,000 or $23,000 off gambling all those.
No, I'm
games.
sure he had other people betting.
He's
telling people
his
stuff.
contract was like $3 million. So it's just like, dude, the amount of winnings you made versus what you were actually doing, like that's just wild. And he can never play in the National Basketball League again. They have banned
Stupid. It
him.
don't make sense. I don't respect it. I don't like it, man.
And he might have turned out to be a really good player, which is
possibly.
even worse.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he should have did what what was the dude's name that did it in the NFL? He got suspended all the last year.
I can't remember.
it's not the same.
Well, no, I said he should have did it like that because he was just.
What's his name? Y'all know his name off the top of your head?
No.
Was it
Y'all can go ahead and.
I don't want
Chris.
to. Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
Was it Calvin?
NFL gambler last year?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyway,
Go ahead.
Sorry. If it's Calvin Ridley
he was
fans,
betting
I'm
on
sorry.
he was betting on games that he was not a part of.
Snitching.
He was betting on games that he
wasn't
wasn't
a part of.
Had nothing, and his cousin was doing it.
Right.
And then he said it was him. He did a few, but he had nothing to do with the game. He wasn't even playing.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley.
Nice.
So he wasn't even playing on the day. Like he made sure that it was like
And
clean.
he didn't
clean.
get a lifetime ban though, right?
He got suspended for the whole season.
He got suspended
that's
for the
it?
whole
Okay.
season.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I said that's what the homeboy should have did. Like
The league has rules in it
Yeah.
because the players get a share of the gambling revenue.
Right.
Like that
It's
should
like
be
you're double dipping.
Yeah, so that should be enough incentive for you not to do this.
Not to gamble.
Now your
Yeah.
family
I see,
members,
I see.
your
Okay.
family members is different.
That detail makes me.
You know what I mean?
move over
If
it a
your
little bit.
cousin, dad, brother, or whatever, you want to loan them 20 racks so they can go off and do what they want to do. For example, Maverick Carter, business partner with LeBron James,
Right.
got caught betting on NBA games. But guess what? The NBA can't do anything because Maverick Carter doesn't work for an NBA team.
Gotcha.
He doesn't work for an
Right.
NBA organization. He doesn't work for the league. So he can bet on games. He
can do what he wants.
Whether he
Yeah.
wants to take LeBron's money and do it or not.
Right.
He's a business partner of LeBron James. Him and LeBron James do business
fair.
outside of basketball.
That's fair.
With things in relation to basketball, but he can bet on those games.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody should. To put a boil on it, I think everybody should just do what Michael Jordan did and just get suspended for a year. Oh, I'm sorry.
Take that time off.
Retirement.
Take that. Retirement. Come on. He's a legend.
He's a legend. Yeah, he retired.
And that's alleged.
He retired and came back. I'm sorry.
All right. So with that being said,
came back and had himself a Henny game.
I know, right? The infamous Henny game, aka the flu game.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from that, man. You're talking about bets. You're talking about companies, the NBA. Caitlin Clarke, right? WNBA player now. She has recently got a Nike deal.
Yeah.
And that's caused a big stir right now, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of talk about Caitlin Clarke's Nike deal. And how is she getting this? Hey, like we've been how about Asia? Like how about this and that? How about
Caitlin?
Like, they never got these massive Nike. They never got a massive Nike deal like that.
They've never.
You know what I'm saying?
They've never been superstars. They've never hit the superstar level in their sport.
I agree.
She is the Steph Curry of women's basketball.
Caitlin.
You really like doing that, don't you?
I know. I love it. I love it.
Go ahead, NoName.
No. I hate the fake outrage bullshit. Sometimes,
I do too.
like, hey, put it on paper. You ain't like that.
Facts. That's what we talked about last time. See,
whether you're a man or a female, you ain't like that.
Yeah, the numbers
You're
don't-
not gonna get a LeBron fucking deal.
Caitlin looked like Steph.
Like they talked about it. They talked about it, and they said as soon as just
ESPN.
The media in general.
Okay.
The media in general. The statistics came out as soon as she got drafted.
Sold out.
Her jersey sold out.
Yeah. The numbers don't lie.
That girl's
you know?
special.
And you're paid.
Right,
You're paid in accordance to
right
what you're putting out.
But then,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's the thing with their outrage about her Nike contract, but they're not outraged about dog. You know, she's only going to make 800,000.
Yeah.
She can make way
that's
more.
but
No. What I'm saying, her actual NBA contract.
yeah.
So what
Rookie
they did,
deal for the WNBA makes sense.
Yeah. So
That's
rookie So they took.
How's that up?
Where's all the
They
women
took-
that
they-
were like, "Oh, it's not fair, the wages," and then how they gonna deal with that?
So they took the rookie They took her rookie contract and an NBA player rookie contract.
Not the same.
And it was night and day. Like her, I think it's 800,000 for her, like 700 and some change. I'm gonna round up.
Yeah,
and I think the lowest person in NBA is like 5 mil, like between 3 to 5 million.
Different revenue.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but I'm like, you guys are not talking about that, but you're talking about her goddamn. She's her. Right, like she's her. Like that's the reason she's.
That's an endorsement deal too.
It's an endorsement deal. Has
has
that is
nothing-
based off of popularity.
Literally.
I'm
Literally.
endorsing this person
Literally.
because
Yes,
I'm going.
they're more popular.
They're more popular.
That's
Like,
just
come
what it
on.
is.
She
Bro,
ain't
and
play a game yet. She the most
Bro,
popular
and I-
WNBA player.
Exactly. Like,
I
come
feel
on.
like I don't know why, bro. When it comes down to the women's side, I'm not. It's not no sexist remark or nothing.
Uh-oh.
It's just like I feel
Zoom in
like-
on you.
I feel like they're having a hard time grasping that, bro. It's not about this. It's not inequality.
They're not having a hard time.
No, I just
They just
feel
don't want to.
They don't want to because even
They don't want
it's,
to.
what was it soccer? I remember someone saying the same shit, bro. I'm World Cup, right? They were like, how much views does the FIFA World Cup for men get compared to the women?
Right.
Night
And
fucking
day.
The men get like 4.2 billion views, and the women get
Jeez,
like
that
I don't
many
know, 20
TVs?
million views, bro.
20 million?
Yeah, so obviously they're gonna get paid a lot more money because more people are
watching.
interested.
That's very simple.
If you have a problem with this disparity,
Mathematics.
women, what you should do is watch the games. You know, it's very simple.
Buy
That's
the
just all it
merchandise.
is.
Buy the
just
product.
Buy the products. That's literally that's how you solve the problem. You know, but you can't go, they get paid more and it's not right. And no, bro, you're the reason for the problem. Watch the
Division.
games. Watch the games, you know?
Division.
Yeah.
I'll say this
You know
about
what I
Caitlin Clarke. Some of it is racial too, because I mean, she's a white woman dominating. No, I'm not going to say a black sport. It's a black sport in the men's game, but not in the women's game. And I think that's what makes it appealing because basically what you've seen probably over the last 40 years, white American males basically said, "Hey, y'all can have basketball. We not going to do that no more.
We can't touch you.
Yeah, we just
tried.
y'all can have it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna try and like think about.
we can't do it.
Think about the
We tried.
Think about like the really good white players are Nikola Jokic.
Y'all keep
Luka
calling me
Doncic.
white chocolate. I'm
these,
done.
These guys are European players.
I don't want to be white chocolate anymore.
They're not white American players. But Caitlin Clarke,
American.
Great white hype.
Enescu from New
Sabrina
York,
Ionescu, yeah.
Breonna Stewart.
I'm the sports guy.
These are white American female basketball players.
Yeah.
In the college sport, white American female basketball players still kind of really compete in that sport.
Yeah.
It's not saying that they don't do it in like men's college basketball. You see it, but not in the NBA. It just doesn't translate.
That's because athleticism ain't the thing.
They're not participating at the rate that they once were. That's just the truth of it. They go into other sports now.
Okay, yeah.
When it comes, hey, I'm gonna go play soccer. I'm gonna go play baseball. I'm gonna go do tennis. I'm gonna go do golf. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm not gonna play basketball because I see all the black guys are playing that now. So hey, we're not dominating that anymore.
That sounds
but
so
you're
racist,
still
isn't it?
seeing that is what makes it kind of interesting. You still see that in the women's game, and I don't know if this is newsflash to people, but guess what? If you can produce a white player that's going out here and cooking everybody, guess what? White people are gonna start watching.
Yeah.
More white people are going to start watching.
We saw Jeremy Lin.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Galvanized New York. And that wasn't even a whole season. But hey, this he's a taller Asian guy. Jeremy Lin like 6'3". Ain't too many 6'3" Asian dudes walking around. Not to say that all of them are short, but hey, guess what? He's out here cooking it. And we haven't seen
Comments.
I'm just
That's
saying
Valle G.
we have not seen on television. It's not a common occurrence.
Yeah, right.
An Asian dude out here cooking a team full of 5 starting black guys on the basketball court. That ain't a regular thing. So guess what? It galvanizes people.
Right.
Yeah.
Increases popularity.
Right.
That's why she got the contract she got.
Yeah.
That's why she got the attention she got.
Yeah.
And it's gonna continue. When Asia Wilson, Diana Taurasi, I can rattle off a whole bunch of names that were stars,
Right.
but they've never galvanized the game the way she has. And she's doing the thing that people want to see, which is shooting from the parking lot.
Caitlin has the type of game that is very fun to watch.
It's entertaining.
I'm not watching Asia Wilson, bro. Like,
No, I watch Asia.
And then she has.
She like
you doing
KD,
that
bro.
thing again. Go ahead. Yeah, you love Asia Wilson.
She like KD, bro. She be out there cooking game, bro.
You don't stop.
I don't want to
He
say.
just says, y'all let him say that?
Yeah, bro.
Are y'all letting him say that?
Hey, man,
I was looking at her.
I'm gonna tell you.
Y'all just let him say she's like KD.
She like KD, bro.
KD?
They call her KD with the
If
coochie.
you don't stop,
They call her
KD with a coochie is funny.
KD with a coochie.
KD with a
It's
coochie
hilarious.
is funny.
I mean, no disrespect by that. Either.
She ain't no. You don't have to say that.
Nah, bro.
She ain't.
Go peep them highlights, bro.
KD.
Go peep them highlights, bro. She got a statue in South Carolina.
You gonna say Angel
got a
Reese is
statue in
like
South
She got a statue at South Carolina. That's how great she is.
KD though?
Yeah.
With a coochie.
Yeah. KD with the coochie, bro.
Stop. I seen some highlights. It ain't look like KD.
Bro, KD.
And KD with a coochie changes it because KD don't got a coochie. You know what I'm
I like how
saying?
you emphasize the coochie.
I'm just saying, KD with a coochie changes it. Changes KD. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, she got game, man.
Hey, man. Okay.
KD.
So salute to Caitlin Clarke. Salute to Asia. I hope that didn't sound like hate, but I don't think
She
you
gonna get a
KD.
shoe deal.
I don't think you KD. Asia, do you think Nike gonna succumb to the pressure?
It may not be Nike. It might be Puma. Could be Adidas. You know, could
Okay.
be New Balance.
Somebody gonna endorse.
Somebody gonna endorse.
Shout out to them. I love the WNBA, but I'm gonna love the WNBA a lot more.
Let me.
What's up?
But I think her reign is going to be short.
Caitlin?
Dylan?
Yeah.
Make you say that.
Or she can shoot. That's
No. What I'm saying is because
What's up?
there's somebody coming.
Oh, shout out to her, Juju.
Juju is
Yeah,
going
she on the way.
Beautiful. Ain't she beautiful? I think
going
she's
to
gorgeous.
cook.
She is
She's
fine.
going to cook. Because you know what another thing about Caitlyn too is she got swag.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She does.
So she's not only like a lot of the white people are watching her because she's white. She's galvanizing it, and she's getting a lot of the other people because she got that swag.
She got
She's
game.
talking. She's just
She
like,
got
yo,
game.
oh.
She
Yeah,
got
what's up?
game.
What's up now? She played with a chip. So
Attitude,
that
you know
too.
what
She played with
Love
the
it.
attitude.
Love it.
Plays with the attitude. So that's another thing. She picks like that aspect of it too. She's like, that's probably the last thing we seen of like Larry Bird. He was the last. If you listen to any NBA player, they speak with reverence about Larry Bird.
It was different.
Because he was different. He was just there, let's like, all right, I'm about to cook you. So you're just gonna stand right here and watch me do it.
We've never seen anything like this.
And he said, like every black basketball player talked about it. They were like, yo, we never, and he would tell you exactly what he's gonna do and then do it. And then there's nothing you can do to stop it. They were just like, yo, so you're seeing that, but Juju's about to come in and
Yeah, she on the way.
I love it. I can't
she's
wait.
about to cook.
And
She
I hope
got
she break all the records too in college.
She's going to cook.
I'll be curious to see if she wants to come out early because that's not something you see in the women's game.
Hell not NIL, bro.
No.
Now,
right?
right?
Yeah,
It's
and
different.
there's no point. Why you
NIL,
coming out early?
nah, I'm doing 5 years if I can.
Well,
6.
I'll say this.
What class I got?
Because
She
Caitlyn
first-
just started
she's
cooking.
freshman this
Because Caitlyn didn't she do 4 years? Caitlyn?
Caitlyn did 4.
No, Caitlyn broke records. She
No,
was
no,
good
but what
from
I'm
the
saying-
beginning.
She did 4 years.
She was good from the beginning.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, she's been good from the beginning, but she didn't like. This is a 2-year stretch of when we've been talking about her.
Yeah.
It's
The
about
first,
a-
them first 2 years.
the first 2
Yeah,
years he
because she
wasn't
didn't break
break
the record before.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not just that. Like
Not just that.
People ain't really care about Iowa basketball like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably got better at shoot. She probably
yeah,
got
yeah,
even
she
better.
had-
She got
improved
better. That's what I'm
every
saying.
year.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
She's
I
the,
see.
But Juju came
yeah.
in dropping 30 pieces.
That's
on
what I'm saying.
everybody.
She's
amazing.
been cooking like
Amazing.
Juju, I think isn't that just her freshman?
Yeah, she's a freshman.
She's a
This is her
freshman.
freshman
Juju was a freshman.
She
I know,
hooped
yeah,
like
I know.
she's
That's
amazing.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like
Melo-
she's cooking now.
Melo and somebody else to me.
Paul George.
So that's
Paul
got
George's
like-
her favorite player.
Yeah, she
Paul
got
George's
like.
her
I like
favorite
Juju.
player.
Yeah.
She got some bounce to
he
the
had her.
game.
He had her on our pod recently. Yeah, he had. Yeah.
She hooped kind of like PG.
Yeah.
She just
no. She said it.
I see PG and Carmelo.
She went on
to me.
PG. She went on PG's pod and she
That
told him.
slow, steady game.
Yeah.
yeah.
She pacing
Mid range,
play.
crazy
Yep.
Yeah, and
pace.
she asked him about. She asked him about
Nice
that.
cross.
She's just like, "Yo, how did you develop your pace?" I saw, and he talked to Nah, she's cooking now, and
nice.
she's a freshman.
Yeah,
nice.
Is she one of those?
nice.
If she wanted to come out early, she definitely could.
Yeah, but
you know,
just
like
get that
don't.
4 years of NIL.
Yeah, that NIL.
Get that
money's
NIL,
good.
baby.
And-
Get that
and
NIL.
Also, it's not worth it.
Juju
with the WNBA
Get that
contracts
NIL
right now.
All right?
I mean, so
get that NIL.
anyway.
That bun, you gonna market all of that.
Yo, it's
easy.
a good thing for the women's game because
I love
this
it.
was one of the
That's
first
more
years where they were like profitable this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it.
That's more
Especially with the women's college game too. Like more eyes, more viewership. It's
More
gonna
than the
be
men's.
It's gonna be more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
Salute,
attention.
salute. I love it.
And them
personally. I love
contract,
it.
more money means guess what? You get bigger contracts.
Bigger
now.
contracts.
There you
You
go.
know, that's
I mean,
all it is.
so
And that's
how
gonna
you-
grow the WNBA
Yep.
even more.
Yep.
So we're gonna see a
Exactly.
future where
We're gonna see a change, man.
Yeah,
Change
where the
is coming.
NBA
The
ain't
change is
carrying the
coming.
WNBA.
Yeah.
So yeah,
change
change is coming.
Yep.
Change is
I
coming.
just, I just need a female Vince Carter, dog, and so
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about that yet.
hey, all it's
Physics
gonna
and
take,
physicality.
all it's gonna take, we just need to get we need to have like a
Steroids.
an NBA player,
PEDs. Shout out to Ryan
steroids.
Garcia.
a NBA player procreate with like a track athlete. You know what I mean?
High jumper.
High jumper. Yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Supreme athlete. Where you at, Zion?
Because Liz Cambridge ain't doing it. Liz Cambridge, shout out to her. Shout out to her. Busting that down. All right, so talking about sports, young athletes. You got a young 17-year-old soccer player. I know y'all heard about this because Valle, you wanted to talk about it, right? We kind of mentioned
You're
it.
talking
like,
about Endrick?
and
Yeah.
Brazilian?
Y'all heard about the relationship contract?
Of course.
Yo, that is mad interesting.
Shawty, everywhere with my boy.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Yeah,
By the way,
she's
he signed
Colombian,
for
right?
Brazilian. I
She
think
fine.
is.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah. Signed
that
for
ain't
Real
my
Madrid.
type, but she fine.
Signed for Real Madrid. And 17 years old, I think he is. 17 or 16 years
Yeah,
old.
baller, though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's the future, man.
baller.
He's the
Future, huh?
Yeah, bro.
But about the
At
relationship
least he has a
contract-
woman.
That's
Wait,
funny.
wait.
Continue
That's
on.
hilarious.
No.
That's hilarious. That's a callback for
She's
hey,
older than him too, by the way.
Yeah.
mind today people. That is a callback.
21, I
think she's
believe.
21.
3
21.
episodes
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah,
And he's like 17 or something. like
Yeah,
that.
she's
they
21.
got
He's
that-
17.
Yeah, they got that contract.
3-4
where
year
they're like-
difference.
You must always say you love me.
Always.
3 year difference, my bad.
If I make you mad, I gotta buy you something. If you make me mad, if we break the rules, there's consequences. I'm like, oh, interesting. That's
Right, interesting
And
thing.
she came up with it supposedly.
Yes, this was her idea. Yep.
She's 21 and he's 17 though, and she looks like she's
Yeah, and I think
amazing,
this
yeah.
goes back to our earlier conversation of there's certain things that are set up in people's relationships that they're
it
okay
exactly
That
goes
they're
into
okay
that.
with,
Yeah.
bro.
with, right? That
And
they're
it's-
okay
it's
with,
fine.
right? And
It's
this
fine.
is just the beginning.
What works
right?
for you
'Cause
works for you.
that contract might evolve into, hey, we've been together for a while, so I'm gonna need a little
XYZ.
bit XYZ, right?
And she might acquiesce to it.
and she might
The beginning of the
exactly.
end.
Right. So I think this is just a tie-in from our earlier conversation, from my philosophies of stuff like, hey, this is just an agreement they may have. If he's 17 and right, he's gonna make a bag.
Bro,
Right.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like he's
you saw the club that he signed for.
yeah. like he,
Bag
like
They don't
like
get
when you
paid like normal.
What's the club? What's the club?
Real Madrid.
Madrid,
bro.
like he's not he's not- like if you guys think
Players.
if you guys think like Messi and Mbappe and Leonardo, like Ronaldo had money, like the contracts they
Yeah,
signed,
they have ridiculous contracts.
it's going to be worse for him because
wow.
he's 17. Because so the last young person like this was probably Mbappe that has
No, Leonor, right?
Mbappe- Nah, Mbappe
the most recent.
When Mbappe signed for Paris Saint-Germain, he was making 100 mil.
No, how old was he? No, what I'm saying is
He was
his-
18. He was
Yeah, so
18.
in age comparison, this is the last. Mbappe was the last person this young to be this good.
Lionel wasn't making that much money when he was young.
Lionel actually came into his own. He's more like a
hardworking, okay.
hardworking, yeah, because of his height. Like he got
Messi,
to.
I remember Messi started when he was like, I think 16.
16,
16 is
yeah.
when he made his.
Yeah, that's why I was correlating the age.
Yeah,
But
and-
remember when Messi came on the scene, there was Ronaldinho, there was Eto'o, there was
Yeah,
Henry,
yeah.
there was other players. So little Messi, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When Mbappe came on the scene, yo, that's Mbappe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? Winning the World Cup
And-
next year,
okay.
yeah.
And Messi had to overcome being
A lot of
from-
obstacles.
a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
Being from where he was, he's from a place with
Yeah.
his arguably the second best soccer football player.
Not second.
Yeah.
He's the greatest player to have ever played the game of football.
People might say,
Chris in his bag
Greatest
right now.
player to
Yeah,
have
Chris is in his
ever
bag.
played.
people
There's
might
never
say
been a
it might
player-
be somebody else.
Remember this, bro. Remember this, right? There's some people that get talent. But there's some people
That are blessed.
There's some people that God just gave that little sprinkle to.
I
He's
agree
just
with
one of
you.
them, bro.
I agree. Well,
No one can do what he does. You
I'm
can't
just-
teach that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro?
I'm just telling you,
can't
some
teach it.
people might argue it's the LeBron and Jordan conversation.
Bro.
What I'm saying to you, people might give Pele over him.
You gotta remember too, Pele played in a different time.
Pele, but what I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying I
Pele
agree.
couldn't do what he did then. Now, I don't
Yes.
think- I don't think he could. I don't
Okay.
think he could.
So,
the ball
anyway.
was different. The pitch was
Point.
different. You know,
Yeah.
The game is evolved.
The game is
evolved,
evolved.
Yeah.
tactics
It's like
are different.
Pele was basically like, if you were to think about it, Pele was basically like, if you want to make it equate to basketball, was Bill Russell.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
different
just
game.
What is
different
Pele
game.
known for? What is
And
Pele
then
known for? The amount of goals he scored.
goals. Yeah.
What is Messi known for? It's not the goals that he scored, because Messi scored like 600 goals. It's not the goals; it's the influence on the game.
Yes, exactly.
Messi
So-
can literally take a team and win.
Yeah.
Like you can give me 10 guys that suck. Just give me the ball.
We can be out there.
Just give me the
Yeah.
ball and run
Yeah.
with me.
That's
Yeah.
different.
When I pass it to you, just give it back to me.
Yeah.
And he can win. He can take you all the
That's
way to the
different.
fucking final.
That's different.
That's
It's different. Yeah, he's like Messi's like just hard work, like head down,
Yeah.
like a LeBron.
He doesn't
right?
dive.
And
He
then
doesn't fucking dive.
And the person he had to overcome, the shadow he had to step out of was
Ronaldinho.
Oh, Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
who
you
was
see
the
Ronaldinho
Jordan
play, bro.
Who was the Jordan of that time?
Yeah, that
right?
era, yeah.
That era, right? So
Ronaldinho was like
like
fucking
right.
gift from God too.
Right, like yeah.
All right, yo.
But anyway,
I didn't
sorry.
expect this to turn into a soccer.
Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Passion, bro. I'm sorry.
The topic was supposed to be a pitch. We ain't supposed to be talking about football. Pitch, you know
But anyway,
what I'm saying?
but yeah, the relationship. But it evolves.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure,
that's.
for sure,
I think.
for sure.
I think it shows maturity in both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or manipulation. Depends on how you look at it.
I was
She's
both sides
23,
agree.
a part of
But
me
both
was
sides
thinking
agree to
that
it.
It's her
too,
idea,
but,
right?
yeah. A part of me
She's
was
older.
thinking that
He
too.
can say
She looks like she's experienced. She has that look like she's been with big money
But
people
he could have
before.
said no.
She got
He
a
coulda
young
said
one.
no. He could have said no.
No, but
He's
still.
17, bro, and she's fine as hell. He's
No, but
probably
he-
getting
he-
pussy. He
But
come on, dog.
I
Come on,
agree
dog.
with that. But
He doesn't
but
seem
here's
like he doesn't seem. Even though he's 17, he seems like he's very level-headed at this.
yes. That's what I'm
You've
saying.
seen her, right? You
Yeah,
seen
I've
her?
seen her.
Yeah,
She's
no,
fine as well for real.
but
He's
I think-
17.
No,
And
here's no.
she
no,
looks
no,
like that.
nah,
It sounds
nah,
like
hold
he's
on.
like 17-year-old phenom.
Yeah,
he
he's
might
that's what I'm
be-
saying. He's him
Okay,
though.
No. You get that good at sports by playing sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get that good at sports by being the expert lady man that
No,
everybody
no.
loves.
But
That
what
you
I'm
want-
saying-
no.
Nobody's saying
It's
it.
not
Making
like
sure.
no. It's not like in American sports. When you are a phenom at that age in football internationally,
He's been getting coached up.
you're him.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Like you're himmy. Like you like so. What I'm saying is
It's like-
he's a catch in this goddamn thing, right? So what I'm saying to you is he's a
she fished and got him.
no. What I'm saying is he's
said he
looking
the
at,
catch.
No, what I'm saying is like for her. What I'm saying is he's agreeing to this because he has the pick of the litter.
He does.
For sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it's manipulation. Like it's he agreed to it. So that's why I think
But
it's
she came up with it.
I mean, the contract don't sound that crazy though.
Yo,
But she
if
came
I
up
don't like
with
what
the-
you're doing, you got to buy me something.
No, but what
that
I'm saying
sounds like a
no, but what
woman. He got all the money, right? If I mess up, I got to buy you something. She came up with this.
The article said that
He's 17 years old.
Even if she's the one that's buying him something, it's with his.
Oh yeah, she got me an iPod. It's just with his money.
money,
Exactly.
yeah.
Come on
But
now.
what I'm
That sounds,
saying-
come on, y'all seeing what I'm saying now?
I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is he
use the
agreed to
iPod
it.
Y'all see what I'm saying though?
He agreed to it.
Thank you.
He
Hey, y'all
agreed
out
to
there,
it,
y'all
though.
agree with me?
No.
All right.
What I'm saying is he agreed to it.
So
So we
360
can't
deal?
like he it is a 360.
What it is, a 360?
He
That's
agreed to
funny.
it. He
That's
agreed
funny.
to it.
That's a hell of a 360.
He's like, yo, I got the
She's
money, and he
17
decides.
and she got a pussy. I mean, a coochie.
No, what I'm saying is he's 17. He's him. I don't think
That don't
I'm gonna be
mean
honest
nothing.
with you.
He's
I'm
an
gonna be honest with
athlete.
you. When I think about this kid, I think about I don't know if you guys know the next kid at Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham. Right? He's 18 years old. He's you can be mentioned
went
in the
right
same
back to
breath
soccer. God.
as that. Right? No, I'm just saying that, but he's not doing that. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm saying.
Anyway,
At 17,
go ahead.
if I was 17 and doing that, bro, I wouldn't do that at 17.
Listen.
17, the world is at your feet. I'm just thinking about the game,
Bruh, people have been waiting for this next topic, man. So this
go?
ain't the soccer
Oh,
cast.
yeah.
Next topic. This is what everybody's been waiting for. This has been a long episode, but we've been away from y'all. You know, I've been busting y'all over the head with clips, but this is a different time. All right, so let's go. Euphoria, man. Mm-hmm. You freaking Euphoria, man. I mean, this 17-year-old this feels like an episode of Euphoria with all that sex and stuff. But let's focus on Euphoria. Kendrick Lamar. Have y'all heard? Y'all heard the song?
6 minutes.
6 minutes, 20 something seconds.
Double entendre.
Triple entendre.
Triple entendre,
in there. Kendrick entered my top 5. We talked about it in the group chat a little
Yeah.
bit. Kendrick and he should have probably been there, but he just entered my top 5 with this, bro.
Yeah, the triple entendre.
All time.
Like, if you guys don't know, Drake was the executive director of Euphoria, the show.
Exactly.
Right. So that's another thing. Euphoria. Yeah. So Euphoria. Also, the meaning of the word of howing to be euphoric.
And the third part, every time you now look up Drake Euphoria, this comes up.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
That's the 3.
yes.
very smart.
Every time you look up Drake
It's
Euphoria,
very I give it was
calculated.
very calculated. I
Which Drake is supposedly known for.
yeah.
yes, yeah.
Well,
he
so-
plays like that.
So well the thing, so
very
let's
smart.
talk about Euphoria before we get
Yeah, go ahead,
deep
go
into
ahead.
it. No, I think it was very calculated from the name, everything. I think
He didn't have to call it that. Like,
he didn't have to call it that.
yeah.
I think the rapping. I think he waited just the right amount of time, right?
Okay.
Because people were starting to like.
Oh, I seen it in the comments.
right, like
I've been
people
seeing it.
like right
He
and
dropped it at 11:30 in the morning on a
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah,
like,
yeah, like
yo,
right at
I'm
lunch break.
I'm at work with the phone. Like, I'm like, he said what?
Again, strategy
yeah,
right at lunch
yeah,
break.
like just it was I'm not gonna say perfect, but it was well.
It was a moment, bro.
well
That's what I'd
executed.
say.
Well executed.
It took
So
me
I gotta
45 minutes to listen to a 6-minute song, bro.
Yeah,
45 minutes.
well executed. I think
Pulling it back.
the
lyrics. Yeah.
listening to everything. Like I got to give it to him, man.
Yeah.
Got to give it to him.
Yeah, he's very
Gotta give it
creative,
to
bro.
him.
And the
Amazing.
Canadian
I don't
accent
see
is there
the-
too.
I don't
Some
see
of
the- I don't
Blame
see-
me? What is it?
I don't-
Brody.
I don't see the-
Brody.
I'm like, yo, he's bringing even, yo,
Yeah,
Amazing.
I don't see the hate
amazing.
that
When he
everybody's
said I'm the
giving
biggest.
it.
Oh, no, a lot of people are hating on it, but
yeah,
they're
a
Drake
lot of
fans.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
not even Drake fans. Like they're saying that it should be hard. I'm like, why would he go that hard? That first,
Yeah, for the first one,
for
that
the
don't make
first one,
sense.
like it does not make sense.
The clip
But
is
anyway.
loaded for another one. That's
Yeah, yeah.
deeper
So
stuff.
so I think I like the competitiveness. I like that. It reminds me of early. We were talking earlier. So early 90s reggae. This feels like Bon Tequila Beanie Man. Right. So if the reggae people know, dancehall people know, but I would put Kendrick as like the Bon Tequila. He's the conscious.
Oh yeah.
Talking about his environment, talking about the way of a girl, and then Beanie Man was the one like about that. I need to get money, but right, like I need.
Yeah.
But it was funny because Beanie Man started out that way,
like a sound.
just like Drake,
Drake did, yeah.
and then switched,
Backpack Drake.
then switched right because then he saw how much everything else when he got with the Neptunes, he got with he had a song with Maya, right? So it very I like that I definitely like to it brought me back of seeing that. I was like I listened to that and that instantly
Interesting.
came and vibes and
Mavado.
that whole dynamic too. So that like man, it was good times.
Yeah.
So,
This was
No, but this was good.
was very
It was good. It was
very
good.
good.
very
It's very
good.
good.
I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those songs that will be examined for months to come
yeah.
because there's so many like
There's so many
elements and
layers. There's
layers.
layers.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like, and he
true.
took a Drake blueprint of making a song catchy so it lives on forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was the thing with back to back. it was
raining off in the club.
It was so
banger.
Yes,
and then I love the part where he drops out the beat. It was like, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Like I can imagine that hitting in the
I
like.
didn't say it, guys. I didn't say it.
Right. So imagine that ringing off in the club like that beat where they just drop out the beat and then everybody just says it. Yeah.
Nah, but Metro did the same. I mean, Drake did the same thing. Metro, shut your up and played with drums.
And
Drake did the same thing.
Drake did the same.
Back to back formula.
But that's what. But it does not. I think Drop and Give Me 50 does not hit the same.
Not like this one.
It doesn't hit.
Not like this. It feels like a fake back to back to me.
Yeah, like it doesn't like and then
Salute to the Drake
It
fans
was
in the
funny because it
comments.
was funny because you know what it was is both songs feel like back to back and charged up. Where he dropped back to back first with Drop and Give Me 50, and then he came back with Tailor Made Freestyle. That felt like
had to pull it anyway.
yeah. Then he came back with that, and that felt like charged up.
Yeah.
Like he did the reverse.
Yeah.
Like you get what I'm saying? Like I thought he would have went Tailor Made first because it was right, and then hit him with that. Then hit him with the Drop and Give Me. But he did it like I don't know.
Drake is definitely using AI to help create his music nowadays. He's for sure not just for the voices. He's using it to write too. I'm convinced.
And so what they're saying, like the rumor has it was,
What is it? The braids?
yeah, the all of the AI leaks of Kendrick was Drake.
Wow.
Yeah, so because a
That
lot
makes
of
sense strategically.
because they're a lot of things
fully believe
Makes
it.
sense.
Though.
no because a lot of
Art
other
of War.
artists
The Art of War.
no so what the theory behind it is if I say a lot of the stuff that you are going to possibly say about
Right.
me in this song,
I spent your clip
lessens
already.
It lessens the blow.
I get it.
And
Tried to 8
a
Mile
lot
the
of
situation.
Yeah,
Drake is
exactly
that level of strategic.
and
I know
a lot
everything
of
he's about to say about me.
Prep that the light
yeah.
made it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Drake
so-
is that level of strategic.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
so
That's
and
true.
what they were saying too is a lot of artists, not during this time, but previously have said how so going back to the Pusha T beef, they're saying if you Googled Pusha T or whatever like that, you got spammed. It was like he had like a lot of bots. He's been using bots and stuff like that because he's at that level.
Slimy.
Right, he's at that level where he can't lose. He's signed by this person and this person and this person. So all of that revenue starting to trickle. It's starting to come down. So they're saying that he's using a lot of that stuff too. So that, but salute to Kendrick. I think it was. I think the biggest question. It was well done. I think the biggest question is, does he drop another one?
I don't think he needs to.
He has to. If Drake drops one, that's good.
I'm just saying I don't think he needs to. I don't think Drake is going to respond to
Drake. They said Drake is gonna respond.
he can. I don't think he's going to be able to top it.
He should have spun the block on Pusha T for real.
It's hard to spin the block when people are saying real things about you. You know,
And you're saying fake things.
Yeah,
Oh,
none-
size
that's
7
like-
men.
that's-
yeah, you know, like
Shut up and play drums.
what I took away from
Not
all
the
this,
same.
I think it's very comparable to Ether versus the Takeover. Okay. Where Takeover is a good song. We can bump it. We love it. But Ether won that battle.
Ether did win the battle because it sounded
Hov-
better.
Hov-
It was a better
Hov won-
beat. It sounded better.
Hov
That
won
beat
the
is
war.
legendary. Hov said more real things though.
He probably did. But
did.
the opening line to Ether is fuck Jay-Z. Okay?
Jay-Z. It sounded better.
And everything in it,
You love my style.
that's a it felt more personal. And that's how Kendrick shit feel. Way more personal.
Felt more personal,
Take
yeah.
over. Good song.
Yep.
I still bump it. I love the Blueprint too. I still bump it. But Ether still reigns off. Ether still gonna reign
Ether is still
to
Ether.
this day.
Yeah.
Ether's still gonna be one of the greatest disses of all time.
That's the shining glory of Nas's career.
Absolutely. That's one of them.
Yeah.
I think,
It's pretty much up there.
So now that you mentioned, that kind of brings me to my next point. See, we were a little shorter on this than y'all thought we were going to be, right? You know, whole hour breakdown of Euphoria. Come on now, get that video to 100,000 likes.
Yeah, well, I think too. Real quick, it's all the rumors too. So I think they're Euphoria, like they're playing with him because they don't want to release a lot of the stuff that people are talking about behind doors about Drake. Like the biggest one is about his son.
I think the biggest one is about him having deals with like the deal makers and the deal breakers. Like he's slowly becoming one of the bosses, and the guys don't like that.
Now I don't even think it's that. I think the one about his kid is probably the one that would hurt the most, right?
But people know his kid. Now his kid is already exposed.
No. How?
That was crazy.
It's the way
Waking him up every day. That hurt.
No. And I think that's what he was alluding.
that.
And I think that's why I said that. That's what he was alluding to about why Kendrick was saying all of that, because so rumor has it, allegedly, this is, you can probably look it up online, that he was engaged in a act
with ASAP Rocky, right?
No, it was with ASAP?
I think it was with ASAP and a girl. I heard that. I think I heard that on the podcast.
So it was.
I heard something like that too.
He was engaged with a threesome.
Yeah,
and
it was supposed to be with
chick.
ASAP.
It was chick.
Allegedly.
His BM was the chick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
And Drake was the one caught holding the bag at the end of the day.
Or not holding him.
Not holding. Yeah. So that's why he had it.
ASAP Rocky and his baby mama.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
And
yeah, his baby mama's a porn star or former porn star.
Yeah. So
she
allegedly posed naked at times and
yeah. So
adult film star at one point.
Allegedly. Yeah.
So that's why he was doing all of. That's why. That's why he was doing on all of the. That's why he was doing all of the paternity tests.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Because it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It wasn't just him. And
Drake Maury Graham.
He was the only one
that caught.
Drake Maury
Yeah.
Graham.
Oh well.
Yeah. So
Drizzy.
that was that was a part of Pusha T's next diss song that he didn't release. That's rough. Like how
a monster,
like
bro.
how that was actually going to come out.
That's rough, bro.
So that's another reason why
Especially
they killed
with
it.
his son, too, yeah.
Yeah, that's why, and that is why I think they're playing with him on that
it.
tip of like,
Yeah.
because the song is going to live forever.
About that.
That's what I'm saying. The song's going to live forever. So his kid's going to get older.
My goodness.
He's gonna hear it. Yeah, bro.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm thinking. They're holding back. They're like, yo, you don't want to go there.
Little man.
Yeah, like you don't want to go there.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and I think that's
Drake
another
should
thing
just
too.
shut his
But
ass
anyway,
up,
but
bro.
what you saying?
I think so too, and I think eventually that will happen. Like, because this is one of those, hey man, ain't really much you gonna get in this booth and say that's gonna really, counteract everything he said about you.
And this real life stuff.
Yeah, this real life stuff he's putting in the song.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, hey, you pay the $100,000 or however much you want to try and dig up dirt on me, and you ain't gonna find anything because I'm not on the scene.
And I ain't like that.
Yeah, I'm at home.
I love my family and my kids.
It's like,
Well, he say you love fame. I don't.
he don't need it.
I don't love this fame stuff.
Like, because we're accustomed. It kind of sucks, but I've grown accustomed to it now. I'm used to Kendrick giving us an album every 5 years. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Them days
He's
of
an artist,
a
a work of art.
20 track
Yeah.
Kendrick project is gone now. We're not getting that every year.
Yeah.
I remember we used to get that. That was fun.
Yeah.
That ain't today.
when he wasn't rich.
I genuinely wait because it's worth the wait. You know, it's
worth the wait.
It's art.
Yeah.
Bro, when he dropped Mr. Morale, I listened to that shit probably 15 times, bro.
Amazing
I'm gonna be
album.
honest with you because it was just art.
It's good.
You know?
Yeah.
Not great, but it's
Pimp a
not
Butterfly.
great.
Y'all already know
but
Pimp a Butterfly is
I
my
appreciate
thing.
the work. I appreciate the body of work. You know,
Damn it, J. Cole.
Bro,
I still gotta drop that clip.
It's
I'm gonna
good
drop that clip.
Cole, stepped out. It's good. I think it's good. I don't think he has anything to do with this.
Yeah.
He did the right.
No, he
Nah,
realized.
no.
The apology. Not the apology.
He didn't do the right thing.
Not the apology. But
We are not going to sit up here
I'm
as
not
a
saying
podcast and
the
say this nigga
apology
did the right
wasn't
thing.
the right thing because this is my bro. The fact that you even made a fucking song, just stand up.
Listen,
bro.
Cole realized
Stand on
last minute that he was being manipulated and
Stand on
used.
business.
So he did what he had to do to jump out of the way. It is what it is.
I can't get mad at anybody for jumping out the way, but damn it,
I'm glad
you's a grown man.
I'm glad he jumped out the way.
Stand on business.
All right. So you mentioned earlier, as far as diss songs, you were talking about Nas, right? And this brought me to a question that I had, right? Past 20 years, we've seen a whole bunch of diss songs, a whole bunch of different things, throwing shots and so on, shots here, there, whatever. I thought about just 3 songs, right? If we had to make a list of the top 3 diss songs of all time, I'm gonna just say here, and then I want us to like figure out which one's the best one, right? Back to Back, Story of Adidon, and this one, Kendrick Lamar, Euphoria. To me, past 20 years, those are the best 3 diss songs. If we only had to pick 3.
No Vaseline is 20 years old?
No, it's over 20.
Okay.
Way over 20, yeah.
All right.
And that's just beating Wangsta. Wangsta's technically a diss song, right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
I was just about to say
That's out of 20, though.
It's out of 20,
300 bars and running?
I don't think that's better than any of those 3.
I do.
So which one would you swap for it?
I would take out.
So 04? No, Wankster dropped in 02. Oh, so
Okay,
it
but
is
we
out of
20
20 Sorry,
years,
my
yeah.
fault.
300 bars and running better than those three, bro. You sure? Are you sure?
I would pull out.
Come on, bro. You thinking too
I
hard.
would I would pull out back to back probably.
Nah, chill.
Back
300
to
bars
back
is
is
not better than back to back.
Yeah, it is.
You
Back to back is
tripping.
Which song?
300
bars,
300
the
bars,
game.
300 bars and running. He
is not better than back
you,
to back.
You need to go play that record. He
Hold- what?
he killed 50. Olivia.
Yeah, that song ain't
Lloyd
have
Banks.
no moments.
Yes, it did. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Back to back, bro.
Don't do that.
All right.
Back to back is a great club record.
Tripping.
It rains off in the club.
tripping.
300 bars and running.
Don't rain anywhere.
Put it on the poll. Put it on
Who
the
plays
poll.
300
Put it on the poll.
bars and running anymore?
And you asking about the greatest discs. I'm not.
tripping.
You're not asking about replay value. You're not asking about, ooh, do I bump it in the car because it's such a great song? You're asking about the disc.
And talk about fame horse. The game. Come on, dog.
Nah, bro. Sorry.
He
I
tried
can't-
to do his
can't-
how to rob.
Can't let you do that.
I can't.
Can't let you do that.
All right, let's vote. Let's vote.
Can't let you do
Who
that.
thinks 300 bars in running
Go
is
listen to
better
it.
than back to back?
This man went on the entire group for 15 fucking minutes. And sorry, dog. Can't let you do it.
Okay, this is a good moment for the comments.
Can't
The
let you do
comments
it.
will be the judge.
Can't let you do it.
man.
I would probably take 300 bars and running over back to back.
I'm shocked he actually said that.
Yeah,
bro. I feel you.
If
No,
we,
man.
if we talking the last 20 years and judging
300
it
bar, you actually said
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Oh my
as a
goodness.
diss, I like back to back as a better record.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah, I would play it as a record in the club or in the car as I'm like driving. But as far as a diss,
So
as a
let's
quality
clarify.
of a diss record,
Are you
I'm
saying
going with
what is
300
a
bars and running.
better diss song?
Yes.
Song.
Yes.
So
Not
it's
the
a
best
record, so-
insults.
I'm not.
Best
I'm saying
diss
it's
song.
a better diss
Song.
than back to back. I don't think it's a better.
Not just like insults. We're not grading on insults. It's just like, what's the best diss song? Okay, just scratch this part.
yeah,
What's the best song?
Okay, so what's the best song that
Well, I
was a
just
diss
saved you.
record?
Yes.
Sure.
Is what you're asking?
Yes.
What is
yes.
the best song
Yes.
that was
So
a diss
just clarify
record?
because we're getting off.
That we
Go
we
ahead,
rocked.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Those three to me are the best.
Out of those three,
We got a consensus on those three at least.
I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else that's had a diss song where they've dissed somebody and I've been like, oh yeah, this was a diss, but we really loved this record.
Ooh, no.
What's up, bro?
I feel like Jeezy.
Stay
had-
scheming.
That's a diss
Mm-hmm.
to who?
See, if we got to ask
Chris
that,
Brown.
that's different. That was
Really?
a Chris Brown diss?
Yeah.
He was still
No, not Stay Scheming. Stay Scheming's a diss song, and Pop That was a bit diss song too.
Man, but the three I mentioned, bro.
Or you
none
talking
of
about
those top
directing-
the
I
three
feel
I
like those
mentioned,
have
bro.
disses in them.
What are y'all boys
No,
talking
but
But
about?
I don't know if they're just songs. 300 Bars and Running is a diss song.
Okay, you know what? I'm giving y'all. Okay, if we only had to do those three, goddammit, y'all boys are killing me right now.
Nah, dog, because
If we
there's a
only
lot,
had to
'cause
do
I'm
those three.
thinking-
Because people throw shots in songs, but that doesn't necessarily make it a diss song. So
Those
that's
three.
why it's kind of
Let's
weird.
stick to
Those
those
three.
three.
Okay.
To me, I think the story of Adidon is the best diss song of the past 20 years.
Yeah.
The story of Adidon had the most real life consequences out of all those songs.
Yeah.
Drake lost a potential deal allegedly
Adidas.
with Adidas.
Yep.
That's money.
Got exposed with the kid.
Drake also had to expose his son.
Yep.
Other diss songs that you get embarrassed, but
Yeah.
this had a real life implications
Repercussions,
that
yeah,
cost
yeah.
somebody something.
He
big.
had to notify. I don't know how he even managed to notify Zuckerberg, but they pulled Pusha T's Instagram story with him in the blackface and all that stuff. He had it pulled. That's how bad it got.
But that image lives forever.
Absolutely.
That was really obvious.
That's really him. Yeah. These Push said these are his lies. I'm revealing his truths.
And it was a David and Goliath story. Pusha T, he's not even on the same tier as Drake. Realistically,
But
and I'm a big Pusha fan.
Yeah.
so that ain't no
I
shade.
am too, but I never thought Push was gonna be down once that popped off. I was like, oh, he has no idea who he just got in there with, because Push T really raps.
For
And he
real.
really sold coke. Like, you know, he does a lot. He's
And
not
he
much of a
ain't take
liar.
too many L's.
Yeah.
I love that line.
Which one?
From Euphoria. He's just like, get all your writers together. I'll smack them too.
It's saying a 1v20, it's a 20v1. If I gotta smack all your ghostwriters, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he referenced Push It in his diss record.
You better off
that was a
spinning back
shot,
on
though.
them.
That was a
You've been
shot,
pushing
though.
Me. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
He's saying you need to go. You don't mess with
better
me.
luck.
Push T,
Yeah,
right?
better luck.
Yeah.
Before that
You better
man
off
you
spinning
push.
the block back at him.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's telling Drake, you can't start with me if you ain't push him back.
Yeah.
It's not a Pusha T diss.
Yes, it is. I think it's a shot.
better
I'm not
off
saying it's a
push
diss. I'm saying it's a shot.
You said it
it's a
was a
stray. Yeah, it's a stray.
Yeah.
It's a stray.
It's like, though, I don't think Push is gonna take it that way.
It's a stray, though.
Why would
It's
you
a
do that to
stray.
Pusha?
I don't think he's gonna
No,
take
I
it
know he's not doing it to put. What I'm saying it's a casualty. It's a stray.
I get what you're saying.
Like, it's a
I get,
stray.
I get what he's saying.
He said he's Terrence Hatcher and I'm Terrence Crawford. I'm known essentially for whooping feet. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
whooping feet,
I don't think that's a
yeah.
diss. I mean, if he said, "Oh, he's soft" or something, like
No. What I'm saying, it's a stray dog. It's a stray.
Got you.
It's a stray.
They graze a little
It
bit.
great. Like that's what like. Hold on.
Ask a question.
Yeah, because he's like, whoa.
Push said, hey, well, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Oh, so
No,
he's
no,
better
no.
off
I
going
get
at him. So you're clearly saying that. That's what I'm saying. Like it can be interpreted that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a double entendre. Like,
But that's not the
Yeah,
first time he said something about
Yeah.
that. Like with Push, he said on the Control beat. Or Control song, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
where he
Yeah.
mentioned all the other rappers and Push
Right.
was in there. So,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Light work.
That's fair. He did
Light
say
work.
that. That's
I mean,
fair.
that's what I'm saying. I
A
think
light
it's
brush up. It wasn't even a shot. It was just a
Yeah. I think it's
Thump.
yeah.
yeah. All right.
It's gonna get a line from Push. You know, whenever,
so. Maybe. I hope so.
whenever another Push song comes
I
out,
hope so.
there's going to be a line. He's going to reference. Push is
Yeah.
it's going to.
He's one of the best rappers for
Yeah.
a long time. Like,
Yeah, so he's going to do.
who else can rap about the same thing forever and still make it interesting? You know what I'm saying? So salute to him.
Him and Ross are the best.
Coke rappers.
Yeah.
Nah, Pusha T's better.
No. I feel. I'm not saying. Well, yeah, I think Push might be a little bit.
Ross is a nice flexing rapper, but Pusha T's good at that
No,
too.
I feel like they both do a great job of making like Coke, you know, like poetic. You know what I
I think
mean?
Pusha's the best at that.
The struggle.
I think
The struggle,
Push is the
yeah.
best. I think Jeezy's like right behind him.
Yeah.
OG's
Jesus up there.
Oh yeah.
Jeezy's
Well,
up
no,
there.
the last album,
It was good.
better.
he went back.
was
He
better.
went back
Pusha
to
T level though.
No. What I'm saying is he's number 2
Okay.
when as far as the Coke references, like right.
Gotcha.
Within the history of his discography.
Yeah.
I give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I
That's
got you.
what
Actually, I might put him at number 1 in there.
Rick,
I'll probably put Ross at 2
okay.
in terms of body work, but that's my bias.
I got
with
Jeezy
it.
at 3.
It's fair enough.
I got Ross second, and then Pusha
I
number
would actually. I feel like I would actually
Coke Rap Diaries.
Push above Ross because I feel like he's a better rapper
He is,
than Ross, but Ross might make better music.
bro. That's
Like
kind of all
sonically?
Pusha talks about.
Yeah.
and it sounds good damn near every time.
I'm not saying it doesn't,
Yeah.
but I just
Nah,
think
nah.
Ross is probably it just makes
I think
better
there's it's
quality
an argue. It's
Club music.
You know, just better quality listening music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Push.
I don't think.
But I still like Push the rap.
Ross and Drugs is not high on my list, in my opinion.
I'm pushing it.
Yeah,
It
but
too.
it's not. What I'm saying is not consistent as the other two as we're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's why
Okay,
he's
so-
lower.
Yeah,
I don't even
he's
think
lower.
I wouldn't even put him in top 5. Like I would put Hove over Ross. I would put Hove.
Okay.
I would put Hove
Okay.
over Ross.
fair.
I would put Hove definitely. I think.
But you
I
know
think
what,
it's
though?
Hove. I'm in no order. Hove, Jeezy, and Push.
Well, to me, the
It's
metric
like your
is
top Coke rappers.
no, but the metric is that
no,
most
in
of
no
what
order.
you talk about. Like,
Yeah.
is like for Pusha, he got to be 1 because that is if as far as his discography and if you count words, like what his lines are saying,
A lot of it is
lines
about-
double entendre. Most of his lines are about coke.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Selling
Like,
coke.
like that's what I'm saying.
Most of his
Moving in,
lines.
slept
Jay Z
on.
talks about art. Jay Z talks about all this kind of his
Now,
wife.
now,
but that's what I'm
now.
saying. Pusha been out for a long time, and I think as far as lines, pun intended, he has the most that are about coke.
Coke, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, I agree. But what I'm saying is,
That was a bar, bro.
That
Yeah,
was a bar.
like-
that
like-
came on
like-
naturally, didn't it?
bar. That's another one. Coke.
Dome.
I'm good
But,
at this.
yeah,
I'm
no,
good
I
at this,
agree.
ain't I? I'm a little good at this. Yeah. So you got something else?
no, go ahead.
Y'all feeling any
What's up?
type of way about Ross calling Drake a white boy?
No.
Okay, I think it's pretty funny. I think that's one of the funniest things.
A
About
lot of mixed people got to pick a side, and some of them do.
I don't understand why. I don't think that has shit to do
humanity.
with like mixed people. I think that's just more of a shot at Drake. Like, hey man, you have an identity crisis
That's
with
all.
like
That's a
your-
mixed people thing.
Drug dealers and
not all of them.
Not all of them.
Drug dealers anonymous is amazing, but that's Pusha T.
But
And
that's what, no,
Jay-Z.
that's why.
Push
No,
it.
that's why. That's why I
Koi
went to
Fish line. Ooh, that song. Was
that is just back and forth. Woo. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
oh my gosh.
I had to look. I couldn't think of the. I couldn't think of the name. That's why I had to go look. I had to look it up.
What was the girl that used to do the little show on Fox or wanted to have the little white chick that was like, your husband was a drug dealer for 14 years? They have that cut
Nancy
in the
Grace.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy Grace.
I love that, man. I
Yeah,
love
she's
that.
she was a huge weapon against black men for a very long time.
I was just like, wow.
Nancy Grace.
Yeah.
Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. She's I don't know if y'all know, but she's part of the reason why America hated O.J. Simpson for so long. Nancy
He
Grace.
passed away recently too. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
rest in peace,
Rest in
O.J.
peace, man.
Simpson.
The juice.
The juice, whatever. Okay,
Regardless of how you feel about him
regardless of how you feel,
or what he did.
it is what it is.
You notice I said what he did.
I heard you. I heard you. Dog. We just ignored you earlier. You had the little college conversation.
I'm sorry.
We remember that. It is what it is, man.
Some of them philosophy majors gonna be OJ fans too. They gonna be like,
There you go. You don't get it twice.
Whatever.
All right, man. All right. That's it for Scrap Metal Media, bro. I thought this was gonna be a lot quicker because I literally, as y'all remember, came in here like, yo, I don't really got nothing planned. I ended up having some, but I was like, man, this gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty quick, man. But yeah, we approaching 3 hours, I think, man.
yeah.
I think.
I think.
I think. But man, that was fun. And I think that's it for Scrap Metal Media. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add? We good? We good? All right.
Yeah.
We out, man. Going on to Bet by Bits. All right. Peace. This ain't just a prediction. This is Bet by Bit. The Bet by Bit prediction of the day is. So in the question of the day, we talked about Elon, talked about Neuralink, telepathy, and their new blind sight, right? So my prediction is that I believe Elon Musk, what do you like to call him, Valle? AKA Phony Stark. I think this guy's building a superhuman. I think he's building the basis or the building blocks for superhuman abilities. All right. Some of y'all might be out there like, come on, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Telepathy, the ability to move objects with your mind, like telekinesis. That telepathy is a telekinesis program, right? And he's doing all this under the guise of like, oh, I'm helping people. It's healthcare. You know what I mean? Like if you had a spinal cord injury, you can now move. Oh, if you lost your sight, you can now see. Well, this blind sight technology will allow people to see in different light spectrums. It would allow people to see also through objects. When I tell you this guy, he's a nerd, right? He's a comic book lover. He loves all that sci-fi stuff. He is building the basis for like what you see on Mutants. Like I know everybody loves X-Men 97 or whatever right now. He's doing that right now.
Yeah.
Right? He thinks he's slick. I'm telling you, we're watching the creation of a supervillain.
in real time.
I'm telling you, in real time. And he's doing all this through technology. He's doing all this while everybody's praising him and everybody's lauding him. I'm telling y'all. Yep.
Super villain on the way.
I'm gonna keep elaborating as he keeps making superhero. Watch the next one's gonna be, oh yeah, just shoot lasers out of your eye to cook your food, right? You want to cook your food, right? Make some popcorn and shoot some lasers out you. I'm telling you, all right. But that's all I got for the time capsule.
Okay.
That's all I got for the time capsule. Yeah. I think I'm crazy. Y'all gonna see. Next one's gonna be this makes you run through walls or phase through walls. He's gonna do something. This makes you fly. Like well, I'm telling you, he's building superhuman capabilities. I'm trying to tell you, little by little. He's gonna show what he's really. We talking about Elon Musk here. I really think he just wants to like fix the world. I mean, this is a person who could have made water free. He could have did everything. You think he's like this generous philanthropist? Think about it, guys.
All he did was buy Twitter and make it worse.
I'm X, yeah. Think about it. No. I'm gonna talk to y'all.
We still call it Twitter.
I know, right? I don't know. I'm gonna talk to y'all out there. You really believe he's a philanthropist? You think he just loves the world and just...
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, no name here.
Of course he does.
He's building the basis.
He's the guy.
He has the building blocks that he's making right now for superhuman abilities. I'm telling you. And he's going to be the king of Mars.
Listen, man.
Hey.
I support him.
Yeah, right.
Do you support Elon Musk?
Elon for president.
Oh,
you heard
never,
it here first.
Hopefully never. President of Mars. He can go by himself.
Heard it here first.
He can go by himself. But yeah.
My Today people, you heard it here first. Elon for president.
Yeah, right. Get out of here, man.
NoName said he endorsing him now.
NoName is voting for him now. He gonna write it Elon Musk, man.
They putting you on the ticket, dog.
He can buy my vote.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you can bring us all some Teslas. You know what I'm saying? I want that Cybertruck.
Super villain in the making, man. Nah, I'd rather have a Raptor or something. No Cybertruck over here.
Because he got an evil smile too.
I'm telling you, super villain in the making.
And the Neuralink stuff, bro. If you really think about it, that's sci-fi shit, bro.
I know.
Yo,
blind sight is the same thing. Hold on, I can see infrared. I can do all of that. Like, what's next?
No, for real,
see-through objects, bro. He's right in front of our eyes. He's doing this.
He's doing it. Yeah.
So art imitates life.
There you go.
Or life
is imitating art now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. But hey, we've been here long enough, guys. That's all I got for the time capsule. We out. Peace. And we are just universes crashing. Just do your best to leave a mark. Also, subscribe, comment, and leave 5 stars. This is Wendy, signing off. Dear future robots, peace.